But welcome back to the Ball Don't Lie podcast.
Sir, we're back.
Back in the stew, I guess you could call it, after a minute. But we got...
It's dead. It's dead.
Okay.
Boom or doom.
Boom or doom.
That's our new intro. All right, go ahead. It's my fault.
No, I get to, you got the agenda. You can get
Okay.
to your stuff. We can just hop right into it.
All right, so
Let's get right into the mix.
there's a new Netflix show that's coming out. That was kind of like the quarterback series or the wide receiver series that Netflix did, but they're doing a basketball version of it where they're following specific players for the 22-23 season and how their lifestyle is happening. Those players are Jimmy Butler, Anthony Edwards, LeBron James, DeMontis Sabonis, and Jason Tatum. And I wanted to hear you guys.
No, this was last year, no? 23-24 season?
23-24, yeah. I got my years mixed up. So last season. So I'm kind of curious to see who you guys want to see in that
What is
series.
it like?
Who's your favorite?
Do we know what it's like? Is like just behind the scenes footage? Are they like just vlogging everything like that?
I've never
or?
seen a wide receiver quarterback show, or at least the clips. Well, if you did, you'd have an understanding of it. But it's just kind of like behind the scenes, what they do, like every day, how they prepare, get to know their mentality, like through a training day, through a game day, stuff like that. So
Family.
Do they interact with the cameras at all? Like the people?
I mean, yeah, they know they're
they
there.
do?
It's not like a scripted TV show. It's
like a
literally just-
No, I don't know if they would
documentary
talk to like I don't know if they would like if it was like interactive thing
I
or
mean,
they were
they probably
they were just like watching them like do their like
No,
daily
we
thing.
just watch them do their thing. It's just some dude tags along with a camera, basically. That's
I
really
like it.
Yeah, basically.
then
You
they
said
just edit it.
Edwards is in there.
Yeah, Edwards, Braun, Butler, Sabonis, and Tatum. Who's
Edwards is
like-
gonna be my
Like,
favorite.
one question though, like, what are they gonna show Sabonis doing? Like eating breakfast?
That's what I was gonna
That's so. I was about to ask who's gonna like roast Sabonis right now, bro.
Like, I gotta wake up and deal with my haters. Like, I don't think he's doing that. Like LeBron or Tatum.
He had an All-NBA season, so I guess they'll just show like his training. But like we also
Okay.
don't know the family side of
It just strikes me-
international players. I guess
yeah, that
the
could be true.
angle that they're trying to showcase for him.
That's actually a good point. If he's really like overseas like
Show
that.
me Victor
sure.
Wembanyama. I don't care about Sabonis. Like I want to see Vic.
That's what I'm saying. Who cares about
Yeah.
Sabonis?
Like okay, all NBA. Give
I
the
would
man his
love
flowers.
to see Jokic like with the horses.
Yeah,
and stuff,
Jokic I'd actually enjoy.
like
But
what
I don't
he
know
does
Jokic
on a
cares.
day-to-day basis. That would be
To
interesting.
be honest, I feel like Sabonis is like the third most like important player to watch on his team. Not important, but
Let's
like
see.
fascinating player to watch
my
on
God.
another one. I'd rather watch Malik Monk and see what he is day to day is than DeMontis Sabonis or De'Aaron Fox too. I just feel like Sabonis isn't as entertaining, but I guess they're probably gonna push on the angle of him being an international player and what. That
Why is
means.
he not as entertaining? Why are you saying that, bro?
Where he looks like a boring person, bro. Like Anthony Edwards looks funny. What do you think I'm trying to say?
Oh shit! I don't know what you're trying to say. Say Anthony Edwards looks funny. What do you mean by that?
I said he's funnier. He's a funny guy. Sabonis doesn't showcase his personality.
It's like you're targeting
Anthony
Sabonis.
Edwards.
I just
not being
think
like the
that
rest.
nobody cares. That's what
different.
I think. Nobody cares about it.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm not it. Nobody cares about him. Like there's not very many Kings fans, and even they would probably tell you they'd rather
That's
see
true.
Fox or whatever. So other stars are just more marketable. Like I don't know. Sabonis has like a. I don't want to say like a hate-based kind of, but there's people that hate on him because of his defense. So you know what I
Yeah.
mean. He's not one of the more popular players in the league. Like
Yeah, I'll give him credit for having his best season yet. I think from
he's a good
physical
player. Don't get me
standpoint.
wrong.
Of
I'm
course.
just talking about from a production standpoint. Like when you're doing the show. I mean,
Like a
maybe
media
they-
standpoint. He's
maybe-
not like that important.
Yeah, maybe like you said, they wanted to get an international like representative, and he was the only one that made sense. So maybe that was it. But
Also, I don't want to see Jason Tatum. I honestly don't care about.
Wow,
his
because he's
lifestyle.
cringe, bro. Oh my god.
We did it.
no, I want to see him practicing that shit in the mirror. Like,
Yeah, right. Bro, it's just gonna be like an
How to tie a
NPC, like normal basketball
NPC?
player. I feel like Jason Tatum's an NPC. Is he not?
That's a good take. I get the take. Yeah.
Like he's just a normal like person.
Is he industry plan superstar? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly. He's an industry
that's
player.
crazy.
I feel like it's just gonna be like,
John, Duke industry
him
player.
spending time with Deuce, time with his mom, preparing for the NBA season.
Texting Kobe. I'm kidding. No, I hope they don't do it.
Like I was spending time with his like, what's it called, teammates.
Just bot behavior. Is that what you're gonna
It
say?
is bot behavior. I think it's just gonna be like point
So
A
what's
to
Ant
B.
gonna do? What's Ant gonna do compared to him? Is it funnier? Just because
He's
he's
gonna be in
Funny,
a
signing
club,
deals. Yeah.
throwing money at strippers. Like,
At least we'll see like like Ant took a big leap this year.
Yeah.
We're gonna see like what it took for him to be the number one and what that showcased. And the Timberwolves were number three.
I feel like
Number
for
two?
Ant, since we
Nah,
already got
Ant's
like
Ant's literally gonna be the best one because he already has clips of him like on the court yelling
what I
at
was
his
gonna say,
teammates,
yeah.
leading them, like
Yeah.
talking shit, doing a you know, with that. So he's gonna be doing that at practice. We're gonna see a little more in depth. You know, they're gonna
Plus,
be
it's
a
funny
little
on
less.
camera too.
So you've already seen him be funny on like in pressers and stuff like that, and on the court. So it's gonna be like that, but amplified. Because now he's like private, but we're seeing it. But it's gonna be hilarious.
Isn't he dating somebody's like baby mama?
I have no idea.
Send a
Yes.
video.
Send a video.
That too. Was that this?
Was that the
last
time?
year.
That was
last year.
that was before the season started, right?
I pray to
can't
God
remember.
some reason they show that. Like,
Yeah, there's no way that guy.
no, they
cleared, but that'd
bitch
be
trip.
hilarious.
Like, I don't know.
My
They just
favorite.
said-
100K.
Like, they bitch tripping. I don't even know. He got the such the
Atlanta.
Atlanta
Born and
accent.
raised,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, he got the Atlanta accent.
I actually
on
wanted
pat.
my favorite would be LeBron James, the king. I want to see his.
Glaze.
I actually do want
over
to.
here.
I like LeBron, but like,
I want actually want to
We've
see
seen
the
so much
behind
of
the
LeBron.
scenes.
said shit the whole episode. We start talking about.
Just
LeBron.
wait till he retires. Why are you doing it now?
I know he hasn't said any of the first words. Is LeBron James. The Glazers are LeBron. His
Someone say
meter
Krispy
turned
Kreme.
All you do?
on. Glaze meter on.
No, I'm
Like,
saying
you literally got that nigga dick in your
All
mouth
see
right now.
is,
I see it.
Like obviously the regimen or from his day to day to be that old and still be productive. Obviously he's like a one of one human being, but just to see with all the preparation and what it takes for him to be better, because you always hear reports about like, oh, first time people meet LeBron or on his team, it's like, oh, it's a different level of how he prepares. So I kind of want to see that standpoint. So that would be the one I want to look forward to. Anthony Edwards is probably gonna be the funniest though.
No, Anthony Edwards is gonna be funny. LeBron, it's cool, but I feel like we've seen a lot already. He kind of gives us a peek into his life. You know, maybe it'll be a little more in depth, but I feel like we've seen so much in so many videos already. Like, I don't think I'm gonna see anything new. I don't expect to see, you know, anything crazy. Maybe a little bit of the stuff he uses. You know, like a cryo chamber or whatever.
PDs.
Hey. Not my glorious king.
No.
What do you think, Omar?
Dana White would have signed him immediately.
Dana what?
But yeah.
Oh,
so
maybe the family stuff too. Like you never see Savannah and like public.
if they show
lighting.
the Bronny stuff, like him going through the season and the draft
yeah.
process, I feel like that would be interesting.
Wasn't
Yeah,
this the
and what
time
his
of the heart
family has
attack
to-
too? Was this the time of the heart attack?
No, that was before the season started.
So maybe they'll show that because it's from last year. I
Yeah,
don't know.
it would show that. I think.
But it'll be interesting.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna go into Bronny's side or family, but yeah.
That'd be a crazy clip seeing LeBron's reaction to what happened before Bronny had
That'd
a
be
heart
sad,
attack.
bro.
Dude, I'm
That's-
sure they had. I'm sure
That's
they
very
were
emotional.
on set for some shit. Like even the
Yeah.
small stuff. Like maybe I don't know.
You never see what his family kind of has to sacrifice for him to do what he does. But I mean,
Sure,
they're
they
getting-
sacrifice a lot too.
Yeah, with the money, it makes
Yeah.
it shoot.
Still time away, but you know the money does help a little bit.
Do we care about Jimmy Butler?
No, no, he's funny. No, actually, he's funny.
He'll be funny.
He'll be fun. He'll be like you know,
I
like
actually
funny.
think it'll be interesting. He'll be doing hella side quests. I bet.
On
Yeah,
God,
like-
he'll be doing
oh,
hella
that's
side
true,
quests.
Just fucking playing poker, riding horses, like
Dice.
just
With
random
Ninja, he's
shit.
gonna have the clip with Ninja.
Ryan Garcia too. I
Oh
forgot
my
about
God.
that.
Yeah,
That was
Ryan
hilarious.
Garcia. That's So he'll be doing.
Dude, he
side
was out
quests.
for a certain amount of the season too this year.
Yeah, we'll be like, oh, he missed this game to go fucking to Barbados or something.
Yeah, right.
Grab
back.
some coconut water. I don't
Who else is
know.
there? We said Tatum, Braun, Edwards, Jimmy. Who else is down on the list?
That's it.
Sabonis. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Anything
Oh,
to say more?
He's starting five.
I do remember.
He said about LeBron.
LeBron. I think in closing.
Nah, but yeah, aside from Braun, I'm excited to see Ants. I feel like that'll be interesting.
Number one.
Yeah.
Sabonis, I think we all agree, is probably the worst to watch.
The least attracting.
Yeah, him
to
and
say
I
that-
mean,
say
I
the
guess
least.
Tatum wins, so it's like there's a little more excitement.
Spot behavior.
But
Yeah. But yeah, either way,
it should be good. When is it coming out? Do we know the date?
October 9th.
for more Braun
Oh, shit,
content,
a
I'm
month
seated.
ago. A month from now.
Before the season starts. To hype it up, I guess.
Bro, you were telling me like, bro, you know, like the timeline I was talking about. We were driving today because we haven't seen each other in a month.
Yeah.
Hassan told me like, because I've been off like my Twitter for long, and I wasn't paying attention. NFL starts on Thursday. I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Hassan's like, bro, Gabe, what are you talking about? Like, it's big. I'm like,
And there's a Friday game. In
yeah, he's like Brazil. He was telling me.
And they can't wear green.
Brazil. They can't even use Twitter no more.
Can't?
No, because
What's
there's
the
like
reason?
gang laws or something. Well, not gang laws, but there's something with gangs. I think that might have been capped, so don't quote me on that. But apparently, there are gangs that wear green in that
They're
area,
risky
and it's
jerseys.
dangerous because both teams are fucking wearing green, so they
Wow.
have to wear alternate
Wait,
uniforms.
who's playing?
Eagles and Packers.
Yeah.
Both green teams. Wow,
Yeah,
no way.
I don't know
That
why
was
they
crazy.
couldn't book
But
different
But,
teams.
but that's so weird. The Brazil
They
kids for
didn't-
stuff
they
are
probably
green and
didn't know.
yellow. I don't get why the flag is green.
I think it's because they're coming.
They
down. I don't know.
no, they did it probably because of the green, like because
Weird.
Packers colors are the same,
No,
almost the same as
they're not
Brazil.
wearing
Yeah,
white.
Packers
They're not
colors are
allowed to
green
wear
and yellow.
And they probably just didn't know before
No,
they
the Eagles
scheduled
were
the
wearing
game.
white and
You
a
know,
black helmet, but I forgot what the Packers were wearing.
And then Thursday was playing. I
No,
forgot.
Packers are going
Oh,
white
they are
out.
wearing green.
No, that's just
That's
a
just a
promo
media
photo.
photo.
Trust me. Look up Eagles jerseys on Twitter, and you'll see like
Yeah,
Eagles
these are the
Brazil
ones that they're
jerseys.
wearing.
They're not. I promise you, bro. Just look up Eagles jerseys for the Brazil game. It's like all black with like a super thin green outline, I think. And then Packers are wearing all white, I think. I believe the whiteouts or a super old uni that doesn't have green. Oh,
That's true. We'll find out.
the super vintage unis. You know the ones with like without the fucking logo on the helmet and
Yeah.
no name
White
on the
That'd be
back.
cool.
And
That's
black
what they're gonna
pants.
wear.
Cool.
Trust, bro, they can't wear it. I literally looked into this super.
What time is the Brazil game on Friday? Like our time.
No.
I think
'Cause I did
sometime
other content.
as a Thursday night game would be, but I would.
Oh, there'll be a night. Oh, for us.
5 p.m.
Sweet.
Because they're still on the West Coast, you know.
Yeah.
What you guys got? Who guys got that game? If you have to
Packers.
take Packers.
Yeah.
Packers back.
Team.
I
Go
think
Pack, go.
Philly gets it done.
Week 1.
Yeah, I think they added a lot. I think if their defense can just hold up, they can get it done. And usually week 1 is kind of like a rough, figure it out type of week. So I'm gonna go Philly.
Never depict a season in 1 week.
I'll put for that game. I'll bet on the Packers.
Packers.
Yes, sir.
We're doing week 1 picks today. Or
Hell
what?
yeah.
Nah, that's too many picks.
Oh yeah. it's too
Nah,
many
just it was a
picks.
Brazil game. That's because as I mentioned Brazil, I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
First
bro, I've
game
never
ever.
heard it. Like, yeah, you said that too. I was like, damn, Brazil.
All right. What else we got NBA wise?
Steph Curry signed a new contract extension for 1 year, $62 million. But
Yeah.
Chump change.
it's only for 1 year, and people started speculating if Curry will leave the Warriors.
It's a 1 year extension though, right?
Yeah, just a 1 year extension.
Here's what I
So,
think.
But he was still. It's like he still has 2 years, right?
Yeah,
2
this
years
year
left
and
on
then
his
one
deal, and
next
then 1
year.
year on the extension.
I think he's doing that, not because he doesn't want to be there, but because he wants to keep his options open. Like that's why he's gonna do a 1 year type of thing, go year by year, because like he probably wants to stay there for his whole career. But if they continue to suck, if this year doesn't go well, he has an out. You know what I mean? Like
That's what I think too.
so, I think he wants to give him the benefit of the doubt, give him chances, like see if these young guys develop, but. He's like, okay, but if this doesn't happen and we have to blow it up, like I want an out to this.
So if you're Curry, would you leave the team if the team sucks, or would you stay and ride it out? Just to
I would have
have
left this year.
Huh?
I would have left this year.
That's not true.
I think it depends how bad they suck.
They're
Like,
above 500 team this year.
Yeah, we lost Clay.
so you're saying they're gonna be?
No, they were last year.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying, like, say if the team's bad and he needs a new contract, would he stay, or you think he'd leave?
I think it depends how bad they are. Like I'm saying, I think
Depends on how good he is
if they're
too.
not even like close to playing, I think he's gonna leave for sure. But I think if they're even fighting for playing contention and like even making a playoff some years, he'll still stay because he'll be like, okay, they're getting me to the point where I can compete in the playoffs and I have a chance, even if the team isn't up to par. I feel like he'll be like, whatever, like it's not worth moving my family, like sacrificing all this in that case. But if they're really bad, like getting in the lottery or barely making the play-in 10 seed, I think he will.
I don't think he leaves. The more Steph Curry's just been on, I feel like he's just still gonna end up as a Warrior ever. Like he's never gonna leave. I don't know.
I think so too. I feel like
I want him to leave. I want him to come to
I feel like you're already a top 10 player in most people's eyes ever in the NBA. So even what happens during the later part of your career is not going to affect your all-time career stats.
I don't think it's happening anytime soon. It has to be after these 2 years.
Yeah, but we're saying hypothetically that they are in a losing season and he's in a losing scenario and he's
they
the
could
only
be.
good player on that team. Do you think he'll leave or?
I
stay?
think I think
he'll leave.
I think if it makes sense, maybe the Warriors even say like, bro, we're gonna have to rebuild. Like because the problem with Steph is like. I don't think they're ever going to
too
be
good to
number
rebuild.
one pick bad because Steph can win you so many games just by himself with a bunch of
You
screens.
But are they
never
still
wanna
top
be-
10? Because they barely skated
No,
in.
I'm saying, but they're never going to be number one overall pick bad with Steph. Like,
Yeah.
they're never going to be worse than a
But
Pistons.
you never want to
or-
be that number one pick, level bad when you have a player like Steph on
Yeah.
your roster. You
But
always
I'm
want to
saying-
build around him and try to win.
I'm
at
saying
least.
you could be bad to the point where you got Steph and you're winning some games, but you're not really competitive. Like you're barely making the play-in or you're missing out on the play-in.
That's what I'm saying. You think he's
that's
that bad?
like in the middle? It's like between a rock and a hard place where you're not getting the top picks in the draft to get better talent, like generational players, but you're also not good enough to be getting in the playoffs or competing at a serious level.
But then you blame the front office for not getting enough players to help Steph get to that level or try to win a championship.
Why do
or
you
have
blame
a-
Steph? Well, why would we blame
No, I
Steph?
said you blame
You
the front
blame the
office
front
for not
office.
getting players to surround
Yeah.
Steph to be good.
But
So
it's
you
like-
don't blame Steph for that. You blame the front
No,
office.
I know, but it's like if I'm Steph, I can't control the front office. So if they're not going to do anything, I'm gonna move. That's what I'm saying. Like if they're not making moves, if they're trying to trust these young
true.
players, develop them.
That's one
then
part.
that's why I'm doing the 1 year extension, so I have the leverage to do that. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
But then there's the loyalty factor. I've been here for so long. I've already built my legacy here. Why not finish it here and be one of the greats here, like Dirk and Kobe?
I mean, yeah,
greats.
that is a good point.
So, like,
So
You gotta kind of figure it out. But what if you want to team up with Braun or something? Say if Braun's still in the league.
that's why I don't think it's happening soon. It have to be in he knows it's going to be his last 2 seasons.
Yeah,
left
that's
type
why
thing.
I know I don't know, but that's why I feel like he signed that 1 year extension instead of a long term. But 1 year 62 is still pretty insane, bro.
Dude,
I
a
think
lot
he's
of
just
money.
gonna keep kicking it. Like if in 2 years they're still okay, like this good, he's gonna sign another 1 year extension, probably again until like he feels like, all right, I want to give like one more run with a different team, or maybe 2 years with a different team. That would be that point, but that's if you guys aren't anywhere close to good though. Like,
Yeah, we'll see. Me personally, I think he'll just stay regardless.
I just don't think you guys are gonna
Everyone.
be that bad to where he's like, I'm leaving.
Yeah. All right. Some news came in today about Trae Young being nobody wants him. Let me read the
Who want
quote.
me?
I don't like this. I like Trae Young.
I think the problem is.
All right, I found the quote.
Oh, you
Let
can
me
read
set
it.
it
I
up.
didn't know there was one.
Trae Young would be on a new team by now if he had better trade market per ESPN McMahon. The simple fact of the matter is, I don't know his last name.
McMahon?
McMahon.
McMahon.
McMahon. The simple fact of the matter is that if there was a real market for Trae Young, he'd be somewhere else right now. It's not like they got some kind of wild blockbuster return for DeJounte Murray.
I don't know how much I agree with this because in one scenario, okay, you can say that, but it's like I don't know how eager the Hawks are to trading Trae Young. Like I don't think they're purposely trying to ship him because their whole thing was like, okay, we either trade DeJounte or Trae. They got off DeJounte, so now it doesn't make sense. Who's going to be your point guard if you trade Trae Young? They have literally not a single person.
Yeah.
They have no point guard, no two guard even. Bogdanovich.
Yeah.
So you just drafted this kid first overall, small forward, who needs someone to get him looks because he's a developmental piece.
Yeah.
Jalen Johnson, as good as he is, he's not like a ball handler. So he's good at catch and shoot threes, getting to the rim, catching lobs, stuff like that. Who else do they have? DeAndre Hunter, catch and shoot guy.
Clint Capella, law
Yeah,
guy.
Bogdanovich is a catch and shoot. So it's like,
Whole teams are like constructed around Trae.
yeah, so I'm sure they are open to trading him, but if a team's not giving him this offer, like the report is saying, like he's not getting good offers, they're probably like, okay, we'll just keep him. But I don't think they're like, oh, we're trying to get rid of him and no team is going to take him type thing. I think it's just like, they don't really have a amazing trade that they want to take, so that they're just going to keep him and roll with him for the next season at least, and maybe next year someone is willing to give that up. Maybe he has a bounce back year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe they're better than people think, so you never know.
I agree with you from that perspective. Like, the whole team's built around him, and it's like it's either him or they lose. But on the other side, like, what type of tier of player will you get in return for Trae Young, or what type of tier is Trae Young on? Because even if you trade for him, does he really put you above like title contender?
I don't think. Well, I think
Does he
two
make you one?
scenarios. I think they're not even necessarily looking for a player back that's going to help them. They just want a lot of picks, probably. Like it looks like they're trying to blow it up. Literally, they're trading everybody. That's
But who would do that though?
Trying to go younger.
what
Which team would trade picks for Trae Young? Like,
I'm saying. We've talked about the
perspective.
Spurs as a potential destination, and even
I
if
would
a
go,
pick,
yeah.
even if a team, didn't wanted to trade picks, they can just give him like a big contract type of guy without like really good value, like Tobias Harris, Harrison Barnes type of contract.
Yeah, but-
with a lot of picks, and they'll probably be like, okay, we'll take it, expiring deal. You get Trae Young, we get all these picks as well. So it really just depends. But like we said, the Spurs could use point guard. Some
That's
other
the only
teams
place I
probably
could
we could
see
think
him,
about
like,
it.
going.
yeah. What like level of player is Trae Young on to you though, tier wise?
I think he's a ceiling raiser for sure. I mean, if he's I don't know if you could trust him as your number one player because we've seen his deficiencies defensively. You kind of need someone to cover for that.
That'd be bad.
I think I would love him in San Antonio because he has literally the perfect guy next to him he could be the number 2 option. Just play make for him. You don't really got to worry about defense that much.
Funnel him into him.
Yeah, you got a great
literally.
coach who can develop a system. I'm sure Greg Popovich will have Trae Young being able to do something without the ball in his hands just because he's a good coach. So
Yeah.
I
would've
feel like
loved
that
it.
would be a great situation for him to be number 2 on a team where you have like either a really good defensive team or a really good defensive big.
Yeah.
It should. I mean, what have Chris Paul in 1 or 2 years?
Just a
Anyway,
1 year
1 year
contract.
contract.
I
I'm
think
trying
he
to think of just like players that are like comparable
all-star
to Trae Young.
caliber, bro. He's all-star. He's the 26 and 10 guy.
Yeah,
you know
but who?
this.
Name a guy though. Like,
Well, like, dude, like what he puts up. I mean, you have to
better than
give
Zion?
great players.
No.
He's more consistent than Zion. Well, you have to give
I'd
great
say he
players.
is.
Yeah, also
You have to give up great players or a fat contract.
I
But he's
mean-
a great player.
no, there's a way you make the trade happen. But I'm just trying to think of like, what type of tier of level is Trae Young on, like, player wise?
Like he should garner, which he
Is
doesn't.
he as good as Jaw? Is he better than Jaw?
I don't think so, but
He's under him.
he's probably a tier below that.
Yeah. If not, if it wasn't for like all of his like big discrepancies, you could be closer to it. But it depends like who you're
You
asking
gotta have
for.
him or LaMelo.
Probably Trae.
Uh,
Because I know he's at least going to play games
Consistent, yeah.
and be like a little more.
I like Trey.
Him or Zion.
Who?
Trey or Zion.
I'll probably take the chance on Zion. He looks
tough.
good, by the way. He
you saw it?
offseason
That
felt-
picture with the
Ozempic?
people?
He looking skinny. Yeah, he got a
Ozempic
beard.
kid? Yeah.
There's a new pick.
Yeah.
Drop.
But from what
Every
they've
year.
done, Trey
Yeah.
Young is better than Zion. From what they've done in the
Yeah,
last
for
like
sure.
4 years, 5 years.
He actually looks in good shape. Usually the
Zion
off-season
picks
shit,
are like Ben Simmons 3-pointer training.
I actually don't believe
videos.
that. Well,
Yeah, I was about
it's
to say,
true,
like,
but
that's how I feel about the
This is
Zion.
it.
no, but this
The
one's
Zion
looks
physique
different.
picks.
Like no cap. This was different
Yeah.
because usually I see it. It's like, oh, he's still fat. You know what I mean? Like he still got the
Let me
fat
look
on
this
him.
up.
This
Let me go
this pictures he looks ripped. Like he looks like he about to Hulk smash
Yeah,
through the
I've seen it.
defense.
Apparently
He's a lean. Like he's lean.
Yeah. Apparently he weighs less than what he did at Duke. So like,
Whoa.
like
Yeah.
10 pounds.
That's like slim for him.
Yeah.
He's really lean right now.
Like,
he got
this
a
is year.
beard.
Like you said, if he doesn't do it this year, then we lose faith.
I just think for
Wait,
Trey
let
Young,
me
he
see
deserves
this, let me
all-star
see this.
level
I'm trying to
treatment. I don't know.
What'd you
Like
say?
Zion Williamson.
I did.
Oh well, there's some. He has a shirt on, but there's one of him flexing for
Yeah,
sure.
with the
Just
Jordan
put Zion
shirt on.
naked shirtless. Watch what
Bro,
comes up.
what?
Here we go.
Gabe is back.
Well, that's him. You can just watch the video. You can probably tell.
But real quick, what I was
He's,
saying,
like,
I
scrolling
think
past
Trey
all
Young
the
should
videos.
like garner
This kid's
all-star
very,
level
like-
treatment for sure.
This is August 31st.
He doesn't
Yeah.
deserve to, like to be his name.
That's
Like
literally a couple days
is
ago.
what they said. Like
But it's
He doesn't
because
have
of
trade
his
value.
defensive value.
He's trying to come here once a week if I lived here.
Does look slimmer.
Bro, he just looks healthier. Like,
Yeah.
Can you come out here?
We're all rooting for him.
Like you can see his veins. The
bro,
veins
he's
in
like
his arms.
hiking fucking. What is this? The Great Wall of China? What is he doing?
Yeah, he is on there.
Is he actually?
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, he got rocks around his neck. Like
Man.
he's coming different. I'm telling you.
This is the
Man,
year.
I hope so, bro.
Dude, they actually have a solid starting roster, like starting
Dude,
five.
that DeJounte trade, bro,
Yeah.
robbery for them. Honestly.
BI.
Yeah, they got. I think they still got to get rid of Bi. Honestly. Well,
They
I don't want
lost
to say get rid of
Valanciunas.
him, but they're gonna. He wants $50 million, and they don't want to pay him that, which I don't blame him.
who wants 50?
Bi.
It's not happening.
No, some team will pay him that
Yeah,
for
someone
sure.
will get him for
Like,
that.
yeah.
much.
Pistons would instantly pay him. Maybe it's their best
Yeah,
player.
but it's like you want to go live in Detroit, like half
they
a
For
year.
paid-
$50 million, I live in Detroit.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah,
What, for 6 months?
And I'm sure that's not the worst. Like, dude, the Nets will probably give him $50 million. They don't have
They
shit
could,
going on.
yeah.
He could actually do some shit there.
Yeah, it depends on the
Someone
team.
will pay
It's true.
Dude, they paid Kid Cunningham a damn near supermax.
Okay, but he has like potential to be like MVP one day.
That is
So I don't
true.
know about MVP.
He's
Could be.
an
He has,
All-star
a
at least.
lot, he has potential. A lot
Yes,
of
but I'm not
potential.
saying he has a high like a chance. Wemby's like in the next like 10 years, but
Yeah, I feel
he
you.
just has a case.
He's really good. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah. All right.
someone will
That's
pay that man. He's good too.
Yeah, they
the last thing I had on Trae Young. Now our this or that segment for
Let's
the
do
greatest Laker of all time.
I'm ready, bro.
So I'm gonna name 2 names, and the winner of that will go on to the next round, and I'll name another name, and we'll see this or that, or who do you like better?
Are you voting in this or is it the three
No,
of us?
just the 3 of you guys.
Okay,
Laker
okay,
fans.
okay.
Who's your guys' greatest Laker of all,
All right,
time?
let's do it.
So number 1.
So we can't have a split decision because it's 3 of us.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, let's do it.
Alex
Y'all better come
Caruso.
correct.
Oh, hold on. Say it again.
Oh
hold
man,
on.
we starting off
We start
hot.
off with the bangers. I know he's gonna say.
Alex Caruso or Austin Reeves.
Why
I
you
hate
start
you.
with this?
Alex Caruso.
Why'd you start with this?
I'm gonna go AR because he's on a team right now, and I don't know. I like him more off the court a little bit. So
Before you give your answer, why Caruso, Omari? Before Gabe gives the deciding answer.
Oh, brother.
Because Caruso already has a stamp legacy on the Lakers.
The chip.
Yeah, got a chip. Austin
Headband.
Reeves has not yet ascended to that level. And plus, not only that, like Caruso was like a huge part of that. Like without his defense, without like what he was providing to that 2020 team, we're not winning. And we should have had a better team. But we should have kept him. We should still have him.
They still talk about it to this
yeah,
day.
we still talk about it to
We
this
should
day.
still-
that
Now
was-
He has-
that's
he has
even
legacy.
Dwight and JaVale McGee talking about it, bro.
Caruso
No,
has
but
legacy.
Let me make
Yeah.
my case though. Austin Reeves, he's one of the few players on this team that we actually get to watch develop, and we didn't trade him away. Unfortunately, we did with Caruso, and he did help us win a championship. But he was really young there. He still had a little bit of hair on the head. So,
True.
No,
so
for sure.
it was only a couple years in his career. As much as I love him, unfortunately, we couldn't keep him. I do respect him. He put me in a tough position, but I'm gonna go Reeves
Yeah.
because I think he's gonna stay on the team for a while. I feel like he gels well with this team. I think he's gonna be on the team for longer than Caruso will be. So I'm also a little bit projecting, but.
I'm gonna remember this.
He also
when
has
they
a
trade
big
him at the
moments,
deadline.
too. He got us to the Western Conference Finals, bro.
Amen.
On the Warriors half court shot. That's when y'all knew
Beautiful.
it was over.
Crazy.
Bro,
Y'all
this
knew it was over.
Hassan hit us with a crazy one. Two of the best recent white Laker players of all time.
You can't really go wrong.
They
here, to
both
be
have
honest.
crazy nicknames. I remember Caruso was Bald Mamba and then AR-15.
Caruso too.
Caruso. He has some good
Caruso.
stuff, but you guys both said a lot of things. I think For this one, I have to go with Caruso, bro.
Yeah.
He's got the legacy factor.
My boy AR.
Bro, it was when like, oh man, I don't get upset if people pick AR too, because bro, he's like offensively, AR like is really really good. But what Caruso did, hustling, defense, the vibes, bro. When Caruso was yamming on people, it was sick,
Do you
bro.
want an
It was
offensive
sick.
demon? Do you want an offensive demon or a defensive?
Exactly,
demon?
you can't go wrong. So I choose Caruso because. Bro, I don't know that bubble year when he was. Bro, I love that year. I love that year, bro. That team,
I guess he won
that
the
core
ship
of
too.
guys, Caruso was there. Oh my god,
Yeah.
have to go Caruso. But no disrespect to AR.
All right. Alex Caruso's the winner. Next one, Caruso or Andre Ingram.
Nah, give me Caruso, bro.
Nah,
Give
you
me
gotta give me Caruso.
Andre
Andre Ingram
played
had a
2
crazy
games,
game,
It's a
but
legendary
you gotta
game.
give me Caruso.
No, he the goat, but like
You know, I thought he was Brandon Ingram's dad.
Straight for no reason.
Did you actually?
Yeah, I thought it was Brandon Ingram's father.
No way.
No.
Yeah,
he
when
did
I,
not,
bro, was
bro.
this like what 2018, 2017?
Yeah, they're
Dude,
on
I thought it was
stage.
his father.
They're playing together. You thought it was their father?
Yeah, like
father son duo.
but it didn't happen.
That's
I think it
insane.
was like 39. Like,
It's a different like.
Oh, he had a crazy jump shot too, bro. It was
Man.
like
Oh
the
my
weirdest
god, that
fuck.
was bad.
Like,
was, like,
playing in
chucking
the G
him
League
almost.
for that many years, getting his opportunity,
Hey,
and having a
respect to-
banger for 2 games.
like, started cooking.
Man,
Bro, he was actually hitting them bitches too. I
Yo,
was like, sign him for the rest of the year.
Yo, Caruso might not lose a single list on this. Not gonna lie.
But yeah,
I mean,
He
you
might
should
not
have put him
lose.
against
My
someone more
list.
fair, bro. Like
Yeah. I was
fucking
trolling for
DJ
this one.
Mabanger. or some
Yeah, I
shit.
swear.
well, it's by rounds. So I
Brandon
wanted to
Bass.
give a trolling one. This one's kind of trolly too. Nick Young, Laker legend.
Oh
Or who?
my god.
Caruso.
Or
Caruso
Caruso,
or
this
Nick
or
Young.
that. So,
Yeah. So
do you
Caruso
guys remember that Nick Young where he
keeps
stole Brandon
advancing.
Ingram's pass traveled and made a 3?
I don't like how you did the format you did this in.
What do
You
you
should have
mean?
then had like a bracket, because then I'm just gonna pick Caruso for all of them pretty much.
But it's
That's
this or
not
that.
true.
Like, that's the thing. The
Keep
game mode is
going
this
up.
one.
It gets more and more difficult.
But he's saying a tournament.
you
style.
started Caruso and AR, and then went to fucking
Nick Young and
Andre
Andre
Ingram.
Ingram.
Yeah,
as a troll.
I like Nick Young, but I have to still
yeah.
go.
You should have
Caruso.
put Nick
Young's
Young
amazing.
versus
Though.
like
Nick Young's amazing.
Dion Waiters.
Bro, that would have been good.
Philly
Nick Young, Nick
cheese.
Young has a better.
We could do a
legacy.
tournament one next time, but this one we'll just ride it
Yeah,
out.
we could do that.
But I get what
All
you're
right.
saying.
So Caruso.
Yeah, it's gonna be Caruso.
Next,
Shout out
okay,
to
this
Nick
one
Young,
is
though.
it gets serious now. Alex Caruso or Derek Fisher?
I mean, bro, I grew up on Derek
Derek
Fisher. I have to pick
Nah,
Fisher.
give me D Fish.
Derek
Bro,
0.4 second
Yeah.
shot.
A legend.
He's one of the goats for me.
Yeah.
All right, another one
He's up there.
in this category. Derek Fisher or Robert Ory? Game winner.
Give me D Fish.
Give me Fisher. I still grew up with Fisher.
Respect to Ori, and I know he did a
Yeah.
lot, but I wasn't really like I remember seeing that moment on TV, but I wasn't like old enough to even process
Yeah.
what was
That's
going
fair,
on.
yeah.
So
I guess
I-
for this guy too, it'd be.
I was a
kinda
Fisher
different.
more. I'm Fisher guy.
I was
Fisher
like 3 years old.
or post game dude himself, James Worthy.
He is. Oh man,
I say James Worthy.
I didn't watch James play, so I'm only judging
Off
him off like
legacy.
off legacy and like
off
off
Yeah, I
media,
gotta give respect
off
to the
media.
legacy.
Even
plus
now, he has a
the
lot of
personality.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's
if
cool.
Derek Fisher had a better personality off the court, it would be easily him. But it's just all of Derek Fisher's on his play on the court, and he wasn't a lifelong Laker. He went to OKC,
He went to
Thunder,
OKC.
Jazz, bounced around a little
That's
bit.
fair.
So
I'm gonna get Worthy.
give it to Big Game James
All right.
smoking on.
You know,
that.
one time I thought Fisher was like the best point guard of all time. When I was like
That's the only
8,
games
You're
you watch.
exposing
I was
yourself.
like, Fisher's the goat.
I thought
All this
Farmer
guy had
a
was
nice
cake
one.
Oh
Cal
my
Jordan
Jordan!
Farmer.
Now that's
I
the
thought
name you should
Jordan was a
have.
nice
Jordan
one.
Steve
Farmer and
Blake.
Steve Blake. That would have been a crazy one.
Best white boy Laker
Yeah,
of
you
all
have
time.
Now
Jordan
those were
Farmer.
names. Those were.
Oh,
Oh
you
my
gotta-
god.
The Valley's very own Jordan.
Bro, and then you throw in Kendall Marshall in the mix. Oh my god, you don't even know what's going on.
Bro,
You don't even know what's going
Marcelo
on.
Robert
Huertas.
Sacre.
Marcelo Huertas. See, if you said his name, it would have been crazy.
Robert Sacre.
Yeah, facts.
Soccer.
Hey, Chris
remember
came
when
in-
Boozer was on with like the.
Oh shit, this guy's going crazy.
Remember when Boozer was on the team and he had like a mark, like he like what's it? He didn't do that, but
The marker.
Boozer had some crazy hair.
That wasn't on our team, but he did do that.
Yeah.
All right, next
Shout
one.
out to Chris Kaman
Kaman.
Oh,
on the
Chris
bench
Kaman.
when we had like no players. It was
Clippers
3
and
on
Lakers,
5.
bro.
Yeah, he's a double agent. I hate him.
We played 4 on 5 that game because he fouled out. He was on the bench. He's our only sub. It was 4 on 5. I swear.
Yeah,
Well, it wasn't 4 on 5. It was 5 on 5, but he had like 8 fouls.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Crazy times, baby.
Remember when Colin Sexton played 4 and 5 in college?
College, and
That
they
was the best
fucking
player.
won.
Yeah.
He's like sideways.
Man, good times for him. Now he's on the Utah Jazz, just dying.
Nah,
He has
solid
like
for this.
18, 19 points,
He
brother.
up there with
Bro,
the
what is he gonna
Warriors.
do?
He's,
Oh,
a,
he
he's,
scores.
a, he's a
He's a
six
good-
man. He's a
All right,
six man.
6 man for the rest of his career.
Yeah,
So
that's
is Jordan
okay.
Clarkson.
Yeah, that's a good role to
At least he
have.
got swag, bro.
Oh my god.
He got
Colin
12.
Sexton
He got
has
one.
Get the
swag.
fuck
got
out of
one.
here.
What is the Sexton hate agenda?
Yeah,
you
I'm
guys?
not, I don't have a hate agenda. I'm just
You
saying
just
he's
roasted
just
him
like
like
he's
three-
dying on
He
our.
said, at least
You're a
he's
gay.
sexy.
Just say that.
At least
At least he fine.
That's what he said, though.
Yeah.
Did he not?
He said he has swag.
What's it got to do with the court play?
Nothing. But at least you got swag, bro. All right. Next one.
It's wild.
James Worthy or Pau Gasol?
Pau Gasol.
Yeah.
For me, it's Pau
This is
Gasol.
easy.
Easy.
I have to make the transition to the
Powell's
next
just,
tier.
Powell's
Yeah,
just
I got you.
a Laker like family member. At
I
this
love
point.
that
He's not
man.
I
even
feel
a
like we're
player.
definitely biased though, but
This one.
This is our. Pau Gasol is like our gen.
Era.
Yeah.
Literally.
Another player in your gen, but the current gen, Anthony Davis. Pau Gasol or Anthony
Ooh, that's tough.
I love AD. But, man. Oh, my God.
Legacy, like,
Bro, if AD leaves, I'm going to get so mad. Like, this will change if he leaves. I'm getting really mad.
Davis? But he's on the roster now.
But he's on the roster now. If AD, like, stays and goes, I pick AD.
What are we going based off?
Yeah.
Of,
Pau
though? What's
Gasol,
the
like,
criteria?
Greatest for you
Pau
guys.
Gasol,
Who's
he
the
don't
greatest?
Greatest.
he don't even
Up
got
to
no
you.
in-season
Any-
tournament wins.
Bro, but also Pau Gasol was with somebody
He
else
doesn't
that's
have
going to be
the
on this list. Nah, he
No,
brings
he's
up my
in
rating.
So
tournament.
do I count AD's Pelican years or only since he's been on the Lakers?
I think it's just
Anything. You
Lakers.
can put anything for you. What
Okay.
considers him the greatest Laker
Alright.
to you?
Okay, interesting.
I could Pau Gasol.
So you could say, oh, it's Pelican years that shaped him into being
Bro,
a Laker now and winning a chip.
I'm gonna say this for AD.
Makes it great.
I would pick him if he had a DPOY, which he should have, to be honest. And I don't know if he'll ever get that because Vic is just a demon and he's about to come for every award. But like, I feel like if he had a DPOY to his name, I would pick him because I feel like he's done enough. He's just been a better player than Pau Gasol, even though he hasn't won the championships.
Yeah,
but he's a better player than him. There's no question about it.
of course.
He's top 75. So it's like he just hasn't had the accolades quite. Like he had a
On the
couple
Lakers,
injured
yeah.
years with us. So it's just hard to say. I feel like if he just keeps up what he did last year, it will be him easily. All NBAs, get into the conference finals. Hopefully he wins some awards. So, but it's just tough, bro. It's just tough right
do
now.
you
to
got?
say.
I'm being biased to my younger self. I have to pick Pau Gasol. When I was watching him and Kobe work, bro, that shit was beautiful. I have to. But that's what I watch, you know?
Yeah.
So
got-
I have
I'll
to
go
pick Pau.
Gasol, too.
I'll probably pick him too, just because.
All right, this is
Also,
gonna get
Pau
tough.
swaying
His
my
shit is- his
Pau
shit
is
is
swaying
solidified.
Pau is swaying my opinion because of who he was around with the time. Like those guys, Odom, like all these guys that I watched.
Wrong.
Like it's like I'm being a
Yeah,
bias.
Darius Johnson Odom.
We are the champions. Remember that song? All right, Pau Gasol or rest in peace, Jerry West. Late great Jerry
Damn,
West.
the logo.
Yeah.
I'm
Bro,
going Jerry West.
I'm
From
going
the logo
Gasol,
with
bro.
it.
I'm going Gasol, bro.
No disrespect, Jerry West. You won a 7 in the finals, brother.
Yeah,
Still, Lakers wouldn't be what they are today without him.
I'm going
And he
Jerry
won a
West
Finals
is
MVP?
averaging 30, like,
Jerry was
multiple
Jerry
years.
was. You know, Jerry West was the only person to win Finals MVP while losing.
Yeah, that's what
Only
I'm saying.
person ever.
Yeah.
Jerry West averaged 30 for like multiple years.
But he like didn't win much.
I don't care.
I think Pau actually has more rings
He
than
means
him.
more. I think Jerry West
He
means
does.
more. In my opinion, I think Jerry West means
He
more
has
to the
more
Lakers than
finals.
Pau
Weston has more
Gasol does.
finals.
I don't know. I
But
mean,
it's up to you.
To me, he means more.
to me, he means more.
Yeah.
But I mean, he
going
was playing
Gasol.
what in the '60s.
Gasol.
I didn't watch it, bro. We didn't watch
Without
it.
him-
Nobody
But my
knows.
dad didn't even watch
Without him,
Jerry
we're not-
West.
We don't got the
And
Lakers.
My
if,
dad
we
didn't
did,
watch
and
Jerry
if we
West.
did watch him, he was dribbling with one hand. No respect. He was a
Yeah,
pioneer
right
for
hand.
the
Averaging
game.
30
No
points.
respect,
But-
no disrespect.
Yeah.
No,
He
no,
was
I'm
averaging
serious. It's
31
just like,
points as a.
So did Elgin Baylor. He averaged like 36.
Yeah, but he was a point guard and he was.
I'm just saying. Contact.
Alright.
I feel like
Gasol
there's a fine
wins.
line when it's like the skill drop off.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right. Pau Gasol or Shaq?
Shaq.
it's got to be
Shaq,
Shaq.
bro. Give me the diesel.
This is where we're going to the next tier, aren't we?
Tier, yep.
It's Shaq, bro. Shaq's hilarious
Big
off the
Diesel.
court, on the court.
Yeah.
Shaq's an amazing player.
Trying
Like
to take
Shaq.
over the fucking game. It's ridiculous.
Shaquille O'Neal or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
For me, it's Shaq.
Give me Shaq Diesel, bro.
Nah, it's Kareem.
I like Shaq
Diesel.
off the court, and like Shaq is dope on the.
I'm not even taking that into account. Respect to Kareem. He was with the Bucks a while. I mean, Shaq bounced around too. But
Shaq
he had
has
his
the
best
rainbow.
years with-
Shaq has the
Yeah,
rainbow.
but he was literally
Bro,
all
Shaq-
his best
Celtic
years
Shaq
with
is
us.
a meme now, bro. Celtic Shaq is a
He
meme
didn't even
now.
play there. He played 8 games there and didn't do shit. So let's be real. Like that, we don't count
He's a
that.
meme there now, though. Bro.
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But you
pretty
can say
sure-
that about a lot of players. Like
I'm sure Kareem and the
fucking
Lakers.
Chris
were on
Paul
the
about
same
to be on that rainbow shit.
Omari, what'd you say?
I said I'm pretty sure Kareem and Shaq will probably have the same amount of Lakers years.
If you want to Google it, yeah, I'm not too sure. But
Cause Shaq got there in like '96.
yeah, Kareem's definitely a better player in my opinion.
Respect to Kareem, but I didn't watch him play. I
Yeah.
can't say.
You can say that, yeah. That's
Yeah.
a good point.
I pick Shaq.
We're going for we're going for
Legacy,
greatest
greatest.
Lakers though. Like you can't just put.
Shaq had a
Shaq
three-peat.
just over Kareem,
It matters.
so-
I don't even think it's that crazy to say.
Kareem's literally the leading scorer in the entire league. Like,
No, he's not.
Second.
well, he was
He was.
for the longest
So now he's like
time.
Shaq. He's not one.
Hey,
Same
Shaq like he's top 5
How many
with
chips
like
did Shaq have on
half
the
his
Lakers?
years being
2?
fat.
Yeah.
3.
True.
2, right?
Facts.
They
Three.
three-peated, huh?
Three-peated,
Three-peat,
yeah.
Yeah. And then Kareem has 1.
Last team to 3-peat probably will ever be the last team to 3-peat. To be honest.
Probably.
They were.
Until Victor
One
Wembanyama.
said didn't have a chance because the injury.
Imagine.
And a 3-1.
Yeah, that too. All right, Kareem
Miami never did either.
or LeBron James?
LeBron.
We picked Kareem. I thought we picked Shaq.
We picked Shaq.
Oh, sorry, Shaq. Sorry, Shaq or LeBron James.
LeBron.
I'm going Shaq.
Shaq is a better Laker than LeBron.
He
like,
won 3 rings
think
with the
clear.
Lakers.
He won 3 with Lakers.
Yeah.
LeBron's a better
As a
player.
Laker.
As a Laker, Shaq is better. As a
Better, yeah.
player, LeBron's better.
Yeah, obviously.
So people
But
started
then
asking
LeBron
me
would
this.
just win this whole thing if we're doing that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's just like not gonna be.
Nah.
But as
Yeah,
a
it should
Laker,
be.
Shaq has.
Is that the
four-
last
But
Shaq
you
is
can still
over.
have like an argument for LeBron being a better Laker in terms
How?
of like
It's
broke the
close.
scoring record as a Laker.
You could have done that anywhere though.
But
Like real talk.
3
But he
chips.
did with the Lakers.
3 chips though. 3
Won a
P
championship for the Lakers.
and Finals MVP all 3 years.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Space
Shaq
Jam
is
2.
like that.
Come on, cuh.
No, not Space Jam. Don't even say Space Jam
Put
2.
the team on his back after Kobe died. Come on now.
All right. This is a good
One guy was with Kobe when he was alive.
Shaq or Magic Johnson.
Magic.
I have to think. Because also I didn't watch Magic, but still, like, Magic is him, you know?
Yeah.
Magic is him, but
He is
Magic
him.
did things.
He
That,
has 5 rings
Yeah.
with the Lakers.
Even today, he's still like in the culture.
I gotta. Oh man,
And he's
LA
cool.
culture too.
That's,
Dodgers.
this is actually a tough one.
this is tough. This is
I'm
tough.
gonna go
Shaq or
Magic.
Magic?
I'm gonna go Magic. I'm gonna go Magic Johnson.
Because
just
Magic only
because
played in LA.
He also owned the Lakers and stuff, so he's been around
GM
the
of the
culture.
Lakers.
I'm gonna go Magic too. I'm gonna go Magic Johnson.
So he's been
Magic.
about Lakers culture.
Irvin.
All right, last one. Magic. or rest
I'm
in
already
peace,
gonna say it.
Kobe Bryant.
Yeah,
It's
Said,
Kobe.
what's his face? Yeah. I'll
He said
probably
rest
go
in
Kobe.
peace, not what's his face.
Oh, they said.
No, I'll never say that.
Yeah, it's
Kobe.
Kobe.
It's Kobe.
The GOAT.
All right.
I think Kobe's the best Laker
You
all time.
understood
in
the
a movie.
assignment. Yeah.
Good job
I
finishing
mean,
it
talk,
off.
talk about Kobe at least. Why?
I mean, 5 rings with the
Glaze
Lakers.
here and there.
5 rings with the Lakers. 1 MVP, which he should have been more. Literally career-long Laker. Literally through the toughest times. He was playing with Chris Mim and Chris Duhon, brother. They was not
Tarek Black
Parker.
was also on the team. I don't know if you all remember
Bush
Tarek
Parker.
Black.
Dude, he was playing with
shit
Tarek
was
Black.
disgusting.
Jeremy Lin was waving him
Brown.
off.
Man,
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Kwame Brown.
I think he put on Marcelo Huertas too. I'm not even gonna lie. I swear there
He
was
did. He
years.
played with all those guys.
Bro, do you remember Ryan Kelly? That
Robert
one sucked
Sacre.
too.
Played with
Yeah,
that guy
Ryan Kelly,
too.
ass.
D'Lo, come on.
82
Oh, extra ass.
Man, that's actually the best player he played with, to be honest. He was that,
Brandon Bass.
aka Draymond.
Oh,
Caruso or Kobe?
come on, man. That's too
How cool,
easy.
so easy.
Caruso. Nah, but Kobe.
Give me the white guy every time. No.
Kobe was like our generation, like guy. You know.
Jordan, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
You know, I mentioned Kobe. You know, I saw on TikTok today. It was Gilbert. You know those guys.
Yeah.
Like 5 of them today. I saw like a Kobe thing. Dwight Howard was there too. They were saying how
I saw that.
I think the preface of the video was Kobe, who was the best, and then Dwight said, I think it's Kobe. And it's like Kobe took everything Jordan did and amplified it to a better way. So Kobe's better than Jordan because he's like whatever Jordan was doing in the mid range, Kobe like elevated it to the 3-point line. I think who was disagreeing? Was it Gil? I forgot. Anyway, Dwight Howard was advocating Kobe was the GOAT. I forgot
Ever?
who else.
Or just
Yeah, ever. I think Clip was ever. And then I think Gilbert was like disagreeing. He was trying to like break it down. It's like Kobe took what Jordan's later years and amplified it. Jordan in his prime was better than Kobe in his prime.
yeah. He's gonna
I
say
forgot
that.
exactly what the breakdown was, but
I would say Kobe did, like Jordan had way more help than Kobe did through his whole career.
bro,
Definitely.
he had Rodman and Pippen, bro.
See, we
Kobe
now
had
now we
That's
potted-
not
now
even
we
mentioning
potted
Tony
today.
Kukoc.
We
Yeah.
potted today.
Yeah.
We bringing context into Jordan's.
Bro, Rodman is such a
Bringing
dog.
context
Bitch,
into
I'm
Jordan's
balling.
career.
Tony
Let me sit up.
Kukoc. Come on, bro.
Shaq
Let me
was the
sit
best
up,
player
bro.
for
Let
2
me sit
years.
Huh?
For those rings. 2 of those rings, Shaq was the best player.
Okay, that's true, but
So you can say he had help too. Shaq.
I'm saying
it's
those
not
other
nearly as
2
much,
rings
though.
though. It was all
He was
Kobe.
obviously him, but he had help.
This nigga was-
like
nigga
they
was
both
on the
had
dream
help.
team.
We'll say that. But you can
I'm
argue
saying
that
Jordan,
had
like
more help, better help.
for the
Yeah,
first
way more
3
help.
years, Kobe had more help, but then the second, the other
The
2
next
rings,
like 10, 15 years, bro, Kobe was like not the same
Yeah,
level.
it's literally
on Jordan's
like-
like help.
Literally in the
You
trenches.
mean 09?
Bro, after 4, it was
Or sorry,
it was like
10?
bad years until the 2-1 and then bad years. Jordan had they were literally like stacking the Bulls so Jordan could always have a chance. Every year when they were like selling badminton, all right, we're gonna get you more help. We're gonna
Right.
do this.
It's good management. I mean, he's still the best player ever in my opinion.
there's actually conspiracy theories about him. Like the reason he retired for the 2 years. Well, first of all, there's like the gambling
Yeah.
thing, but
Yeah.
a big part of it was like when he came back, like it was contract stuff, so they could get a bunch of players on the team.
It was
too.
set up.
So
I mean, me personally, I think if he didn't go to baseball, he'd have more rings.
I disagree.
I think the team was
I
still
feel
good.
like he could have got a first round exit.
Have eight,
Not true.
eight straight
The-
rings or
they're-
something.
the
bro.
Bulls
He
would-
knew he would've lost to
Bulls and Pippen
Hakeem.
were the first seed without
No one was
without
stopping
Jordan.
Hakeem
No,
Olajuwon
come
on
on,
the
man.
Bulls.
Who
Ron
was
was
stopping
us-
Michael Jordan?
Bro, Otis
was
Thorpe.
trash,
Otis
bro.
Thorpe. Oh, they had what's the other dude's
guy.
name? Fuck, I forgot dude's name. Oh no, they had 2 really good guards.
The Bulls are
Kenny Smith out there about to hit fucking
Kenny,
jacking
come on,
threes,
man.
bro. You don't even
No,
know any.
he said who's stopping him.
No,
He
I
Kenny
said
Smith.
Otis Thorpe. They had another guard. I
Dude, no
forgot
one's
his
stopping
name.
Michael Jordan, bro.
Bro.
And the Bulls were like the first seed without Jordan until they got.
I'm telling you, bro. Hakeem
They got first round or
DPOY.
second round.
Who
Who
start?
Scotty quit on the team.
They still won 55 games though without this thing.
Yeah,
like,
without Jordan.
yeah.
And then, so with him, they would have
Good
won.
ass team.
He was in his prime.
Let
peak
LeBron leave a
Jordan.
team.
Huh?
Let LeBron leave a
Oh,
team.
here we go. All right, next segment.
Go from 60.
We done here.
Go from 55
Yeah,
wins
man,
to
I'm talking about
22.
Hakeem. You talking about LeBron.
Go to
No,
22
top 10
wins.
shooting guards, unless you have something.
Nah, we just talking about the level of hope that Jordan had.
Oh,
You gotta
here
bring
we
that
go.
context.
No, let's go to the current shooting guards. How about that?
Yeah. Current best.
Because I think the bottom of the list gonna get spicy, brother. I'm gonna be real. It's gonna get spicy, brother.
You got any honorable
Yeah,
mentions?
yeah.
I do have an honorable mention, just
I have
one.
honorable mention.
He's like my
Um,
fifth guard.
You want to go first? You can do your honorable mention. I want to hear it.
My honorable mention?
No, oh yeah, you
Omari.
guys go. One of
Yeah,
you.
you can go, Gabe.
Nah.
All right, my honorable mention is Malik Monk.
Mine was
Okay.
2, bro. Mine was 2. Mine was really one, too. I had him on the
He didn't make my
right
list
there.
or my honorable
Oh.
mention.
Damn, what?
He made
Brad
my
Beal
list.
was your honorable mention.
No.
Alright.
I think I don't even know if he's made my list, bro.
I put him on here.
I don't even know if he qualified as shooting guard.
Yeah.
He does, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of
Yeah, hey, by the way, if we're talking about Booker, it's listed
Is
PG,
he?
but I didn't put him at PG.
yeah, because he technically Booker was.
I didn't
Booker's
know
a
that.
shooting guard, bro.
Yeah.
Is
I
Bradley?
remember.
I didn't have Bradley. But he'll be my honorable mention one if he's not on my list. I mean, if he's a shooting.
You guys have Booker on here, right?
I
On
do,
Basketball Reference, he's listed as point guard, but I didn't
That's
care.
crazy.
Damn,
Yeah.
Bradley Beal's.
Yeah,
okay.
that's the one I was gonna tell you guys. I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna tell
Yeah.
Double check. I don't have Bradley. Okay, I don't. Bradley Beal's my honorable mention. But
There you go.
another one I had before Bradley Beal. I was gonna pick this guy, but he was hurt all last year, and he played for a shit team. Anthony Simons. I feel like if
Still on that train, bro.
bro,
He's your honorable mention?
Yeah, he was
Go
hurt
ahead.
all of last year, and he played for the. Well,
you
he
gonna
didn't
be
play
honorable?
for the Trail
I'm not
Blazers.
roasting you. I'm not
No,
saying
I
nothing
am.
else.
I'm not a believer of that man.
What?
He's better.
Anthony
I think
Simons is a dog.
I think he's better than Malik Monk.
Yeah, I think so
If
too.
you have Malik Monk on your list,
If
I
you
don't
have
think
Malik Monk
Anthony,
on your
he's a much better shooter than
I
Malik
agree.
Monk and playmaker. Like he's better than Malik Monk. If you have Malik Monk on your list, it's not crazy to
Anthony's actually
honorable
better player.
mention Anthony Simons.
Okay, that's fair.
He's pound for pound like
That's
a better
what I'm
player,
saying.
100%.
He is, but I mean,
Josh-
situation matters though. Like,
I was never gonna
I feel
put him
like-
on the list, but he's
I
if
feel
you
like
use put Malik
Monk's
Monk,
role in the NBA impacts winning more than Anthony Simons does
dude,
as a one.
Anthony Simons could do exactly what Malik Monk does and better.
Why is he not
to be
doing
honest.
it?
Because he's in a bad situation. What is he? Can't even. He's not even a winning team. He's just getting his own buckets on a losing team.
Well,
Exactly.
Anthony
So if
averaging
you
like
put him on-
22,
He's literally their
23
best
points.
player.
Malik's like averaging 17.
No, he's not even average 22, 23.
He's
What?
their best player.
He is their best player, but the team sucks.
I'm not exactly. He's in a bad situation. If you want him to do what Malik Monk does, he has to be in a competitive setting.
I feel
like if he
Malik
goes to
Monk
like the
was-
Magic or
if Malik
something.
Monk had the same opportunity, I think he'd be averaging the same stats.
Okay, I'm saying they're pretty equal, but I think he's
Malik-
better. And if you got Malik Monk on your list, it shouldn't be
Anthony
crazy to say
Simons
Anthony
averaged
Simons.
21
Yeah, I
and
agree with
23
you.
points back-to-back seasons. Oh, counting it.
How many games played though?
Okay, no. The one that he was injured, he played
46.
46, 23
It's not bad.
points.
It's not even that
The one he
bad.
played
It's not bad.
60, he averaged 22,
How
21.
many shots did he take? a game?
What's
I'm
his
just
3-point
curious.
percentage too?
Okay, what should I do first? 3-point attempts, 9 and 9 on back-to-back years.
That's a lot of volume.
And he's making 37% from 3, 39% from 3.
That boy Steph
that's
Curry?
top notch.
And then what else did you
10
guys want me
threes
to
is
check?
kind of insane.
I don't know what
It's
he's
9.
saying.
I just wanted to know how many.
9
shots
38
he
and
takes a game.
39% from 3.
I wanted to know how many shots he takes a game.
9 threes. His field goal attempts is 17, and then when he was like more by himself, like this last year, was 18.
That's a
It's not,
lot.
even, it's not even that bad though.
It's not.
Stars take-
bro,
How
he's
many
the
is he
best.
making a game?
Field goals made, both 8 and 8, 7.5 and like
So
8.
he's shooting about a little under
44, 43%, 45,
It
43.
takes a lot of threes, so that makes and he shoot good from three.
But he takes like side step
I'm not
threes,
mad
step
at
back
it.
threes. Like he does like Dame
He's
type
baby
shots.
Dame.
You're right.
Yeah.
He's in that conversation.
He's a
I'm
great,
just
he's a
honorable
better
mention.
scorer
I
than
don't
Malik
think
Monk.
that's crazy to say. And Bradley Beal, sorry, I just didn't think you were on my list.
Beal's
Honestly,
better than him, though. Come on.
yeah, no, he is, but I don't know if he's better than my number 10 though.
All right, go ahead. Start it off.
You guys are gonna be mad at me so much.
Bro, is he?
You already know
Not
who
Josh
it is.
Giddey.
Let me
Don't
guess
tell me
it, let me
Giddey's
guess
back
it.
on
No,
this
no,
one.
hell no, hell no, hell no.
Let me tell you what it is. Watch.
It's
All
the
right, go
man from H-Town.
It's
It's Jalen Green, baby.
Oh.
Number 10, Jalen Green. First of all,
You don't know where I would have him on my list.
You don't know where I'm gonna
it's okay,
You
bro.
don't
I
wanna know.
come with facts today, baby.
I'm gonna have him.
Jalen Green. So I was watching the stream, one of my favorite YouTubers, and he was breaking down some player profiles that he has access to because he has a subscription to Basketball Index, breaking down Jalen Green's number. Did you know that this man is the least efficient isolation player in the NBA last season?
Damn.
Or at least the bottom percentile. I don't know if he's the number one,
Damn.
but
Check last 25 games though.
Check the last 30 games of the season.
I'm checking.
Every year.
That's part of the sample size. So I'm telling you, Jalen Green's definitely hit or miss. He doesn't play defense well. He's an F-graded defender in
Potential.
the NBA.
Yeah.
He's athletic, but he's not even all that. He's not. It's not like
He's
he's
got
a
to get to the mind
6'7".
space. He's gonna get to the mind
I'll let
space.
you give
It's
your
not
round
like
off
it's not like he's a
as far as Glaze.
6'7" hounding player. He doesn't show the effort on that side of the ball either. And I don't want to hate on him this whole time. I want to give some positive, but I know you guys have him higher, so I got to get my stuff off. Doesn't do too much well without the ball. Not a great catch and shoot guy. He does a lot of isolation stuff and he stagnates the offense. This is not a good situation you want to be in. This is why he got played off the court and sat in some fourth quarters with Ime Udoka. I'm not making this up. He literally was sitting in some fourth quarters during the year because he kind of could be a black hole on offense, especially when Sengun, who's their best player, trying to run through him. He kind of just has that Trae Young where he just like sits in the corner, waits to do his thing, and he can't even do playmaking as well as Trae Young. So as good of a shooter he is, as athletically dynamic he is, the defensive potential is there, but he doesn't do it on a consistent basis. And I think all the guys above him are either, one, better than him at doing those things, or two, can fit in a team setting very well. I think the problem with Jalen Green is that he still can grow. Don't get me wrong. That's why I didn't want to put him, like, shit on him too much. I think he has room to grow, but I also think people overrate where he is right now. Like, right now, going into next season, I think this is like a make it break it year for Jalen Green. I think if he's not good, if he's not helping winning basketball, I don't know what his role is like, because he's going to be up for a new contract in a few years. Are they going to want to pay him max money and he's not even that important when you could get similar value out of a guy like Cam Whitmore, who's I think you definitely can, because Cam Whitmore is athletic. He can dunk, he can hit threes, he can do all the same things Jalen Green can. Average playmaker.
Can Cam Whitmore average 30?
Yeah, you can't average the same. Like,
I think he
He's
can.
not.
If you give him the
There's
same
no way.
opportunity and touches that Jalen Green's
He's
getting,
not that good.
those type of shot attempts, I think he could do that. I think
he's
maybe
not-
not to that exact degree, but a tier below, and you get him a way cheaper contract.
See, I would be on your side if this was the end of Jalen Green. If I didn't think he was gonna grow.
How old is he? How old is this man?
I'm saying,
22 years old.
22 years old.
I'm
22.
saying next year's a make it break a year
For
for
a
him.
22-year-old?
Yes.
With that much potential?
To be this top shooting guard that you guys are
At 22.
touting him to be. Yes,
20,
bro.
he's the youngest player probably on the list.
Bro, it doesn't matter though. He hasn't shown me anything that I'm like, okay, this guy's
What?
gonna be a top 10 shooting guard in the league, bro.
He hasn't shown you?
dude. Besides volume scoring, bro. You know how many players volume scoring we saw? Top 10 shooting guards. Jordan Poole, bro. Oh, we see him do the same type of shit, bro.
Jordan Poole
On the Warriors too, behind all these players,
Okay.
and he led to winning.
Was he not
too.
a top 10 shooting guard at the time, Jordan Poole?
Okay, but
Behind
look where
Curry
he
and
is
Clay.
now. I'm not looking at his numbers, bro, because if we're going off numbers, this is stupid. We can just rank players off of points.
No,
I'm
potential
looking off
too.
his potential. That's why I put him at 10. He's not completely off the list. I'm looking at the impact you have on winning and what you can do for winning situations and what you impact in the NBA. I don't care about your numbers. Anyone could get numbers. Bradley Beal, we know this, average 35 points. Worst team. Look at him now. Probably not on
Hurt.
a lot of our lists. And he's on the bottom now. So
On mine.
I think yeah.
you got to look at the situations, the way these guys play. You got to if you watch the game, you would see Jalen Green does stupid fucking shit. Like,
does.
I'm not making this
does.
shit up.
No, yeah,
He's
you're
a
right.
ball
He's a
hog.
baby.
He doesn't pass well. And look, I'm not trying to shit on him again. Like, I know it sounds like
Disclaimer.
I know it sounds like it because you guys are like defending him like he's some
Yeah.
top guy, but he has a lot of flaws in his game. Is all I'm saying. Like, you
Yeah.
guys are quick to crown him.
I agree
think
with you.
The guys above him either do other things better or they're just better at him at those things. And you'll see that those guys, I have an argument for all of them. It's not like I'm just bullshitting. They're more helpful to winning and they've proven it. So I got him
see.
at 10.
We'll argue this when we, I guess, give the positives about him.
Okay.
I'll give my number 10
That's
real
fine.
quick.
I had to get off because I knew you guys have him at
We
fucking
got on
top
him.
3,
That's-
probably some
We
crazy
can talk
shit.
about him later because it's going to come up. But
Obviously.
at my number 10, I have Bez's honorable mention, Anthony Simons. I think he's a great player. I think his
Okay,
offense...
see, I'm talking about it. Come on, baby.
I'm a hater.
Low-key, I know.
Ball
Ball anyway.
Kind of.
But yeah, bro, I love Anthony Simons' game. I love the comparison of baby Damian Lillard. I love it. He was injured the last seasons for the half, but from the half that you did see of him, he was amazing. He was averaging 23 points, as we saw earlier, off 9 3-point attempts, making like 40%. I don't see him going down. I see him still being the primary offensive player on that team going into the next season. Because it's Portland. I mean, what's going to happen in Portland? Anthony Simons is going to ball out. So, with that being said, I think Anthony Simons is top 10 shooting guard going into next season.
All right. Me personally, I think Malik Monk is worthy of the number 10 spot. He's one of the best players off of the bench. Knows his role really well, and that'll get you paid in the NBA. Was second in voting for Sixth Man of the Year. In my opinion, I thought he should have won it. And he's all lights out scorer. Can do anything for any roster from that position and that
Microwave
perspective.
kind of guy.
Yeah, what you want on your roster, and it will help you win. So from that perspective, I think he'll be number 10 on my list because he'll help you win in any situation from a scoring standpoint, and that's beneficial for any roster in the NBA.
Yeah, and he's one to accept his role. I think a lot of players need to accept that. Like we talked about Colin Sexton earlier. If he accept that role, he could thrive in that situation
Exactly.
too. So
Remember we talked about like the sixth man was dying. Remember like it was the last part was like a month ago. But I remember we talked about like no like people don't value the sixth man anymore. But he's this player who can value the sixth man role, Malik Monk, because that's what he does. He comes up and he cooks like.
Microwave.
He might even give you 40 like that one time with Fox. I remember that game.
He could. He
Clarkson's
definitely
in
will.
the same category.
Yeah, of
Definitely
course.
win you a playoff game or two, just getting hot, hitting a bunch of threes. So
It'll get you paid. Definitely in the playoffs, it'll get you paid.
All right, Omari, your 10.
number 10.
I hope this dude's on the shooting guard list, but for my number 10, I got Devin Vassell.
Okay.
I think he's a great player, great up and coming player. He's
He
already
is. I checked.
he's a shooting guard, right?
He's on the shooting guard
he's
list.
solid.
He is.
Yeah,
He's on the
he's
shooting guard
solid.
list.
Yeah, he averages 20. I mean, it's on the Spurs, so
Yeah.
you gotta take it with a grain of salt. But I do also have
like his
Green on my list
Yeah.
higher, so it's like they're both on really ass teams. So, but yeah,
potential
Devin
wise,
Vassell,
He's
he has
leveled
a
up
lot of
every year too,
potential.
by the way. He's actually
Yeah, he
really
keeps
good.
getting better. Like, so I think that, I mean, shooting guards is kind of like a thin list.
Top heavy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
probably
It
top
is.
of the list.
It's
But
top heavy.
yeah, I think Devin Vassell definitely deserves to be in the top 10 like this year. I think he's gonna keep getting better.
I actually
like
think
it.
this list, the shooting guards, there's some good ones.
There are some good ones. Yeah,
I
definitely.
don't know if you guys are missing some people that I got up here.
Shit, maybe I am.
We'll see. All right, Omari, 9.
Number 9 for you.
My number 9 is Bradley Beal.
Okay.
I think
We have different lists for sure.
Yeah.
I don't have either of those two guys.
I think
We'll
where
see.
he is in his career right now, he's still a good scorer, but he can hardly stay on the floor. When he's on the floor, he's good.
I might
You know
take
what I mean?
Vassell over Beal, bro, just because of the
I
defense.
like Beal.
Nah, I'm still taking
you
Beal
know
just
how I
because of
feel about
his
him.
prowess. Like I think he can still average more than what he does. If
He needs to be healthy too.
But
he's
barely
on that.
plays.
You have to
Never
count
had
him
a
like
shot.
on
he
the.
has to, he's
You have
behind
to
two
count
of
him
the
on the
greatest
Suns though.
scorers.
Yeah.
He's gonna be the same thing again, right? Like
But he still averages
That
almost
contract
20,
is
like,
disgusting too.
yeah, I mean,
forget
I'm
the
not gonna
contract.
judge him off the contract.
forget
It
the
is what it
contract.
is.
Player
But,
wise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So for 9, I got
Fair.
Bradley Beal.
I like it.
All right. Number 9. This is where I got my boy, AR-15.
Oh, that's crazy.
Why you got him higher?
No, I got him right the same place,
No,
Bez.
no.
What? No, what?
The Lakers would rather have Jalen Green than
No,
Austin
we wouldn't. No, we
Reeves.
wouldn't. No, I would not. I don't want.
100%.
I do not want.
100%.
Let me explain why.
right,
This is
go
why I
ahead.
said Austin Reeves impacts winning basketball way more than Jalen Green does. Their defense, okay,
He's
Jalen
playing
Green.
with LeBron James and
Let him
Anthony
cook.
Davis, bro.
You can say that point
You
out.
gonna tell me
Bro,
Jalen
yeah,
Green
yeah.
has the
Okay,
guidance
hold
of
on,
LeBron?
hold
Let
on.
him say his whole point.
All right, go
Remember,
Bro,
Yeah.
he's
I
playing with
agree.
LeBron James and Anthony Davis, and he's good at it. If Jalen Green comes over, he'd be standing in the corner, terrible at the catch and shoot, kind of demanding to get the ball, doing his dribble, ISO, trying to dunk on everybody.
Step back. Spin
Austin
move.
Reeves knows his role. He plays it well. Underrated playmaker, good ball handler, can shoot the three really, really well, can shoot free throws really well. Heart, a lot of effort. He does all the little things that a team needs to win. Willing rebounder. He's hit big shots in the playoffs, so he's battle tested. Willing to buy into the team dynamic. Jalen Green, I haven't seen any of that from him. Besides the scoring, the flashy plays, the occasional, a defensive stop. I haven't seen any of that from him. First of all, I don't know why we talking about Jalen Green. We talking about Austin Reeves.
Number 10 on
He's
your list,
yeah,
bro.
but I already told you the reasons why I don't like him. So stop bringing it the fuck up. Talk about Austin Reeves and what he's done for the Lakers because I think he impacts winning way more than Jalen Green. Jalen Green's flashy and athletic, but so is fucking Malik Monk. That's why he was drafted 7th overall, and that's why everyone was like, "Oh, he's gonna be this elite player," and he had to settle for a 6-man. You guys overrate these guys that are flashy and elite. Jalen Green has not shown me anything more than Malik Monk has shown me in it so far in the NBA. What does Jalen Green do better than Malik Monk right now? Right now. I'm not saying potential. I'm saying right now.
Athleticism.
Scoring ability.
How is
Scoring
that? Dude, you
ability.
know how athletic
More
Malik Monk
athletic.
is?
He averaged
He's more athletic than Malik Monk. Stop this.
Bro, you're tripping, bro.
Oh my
He is more
goodness.
athletic.
Jalen is very
Okay,
athletic.
by this
I would say
much,
scoring.
he's
I would say
definitely
scoring
more
ability.
By
That's
this
another
much.
two.
Malik Monk is super
That's
athletic.
just one thing, but scoring also.
I think
he
scoring
scores
by
By
at
how
a
much?
different level.
By this much as well. A little bit. This much. That's
No,
why
that's
he's
not
number
true.
10 and why Malik Monk's not on my list.
Dude, he's
Because
averaged
he's this
20,
much better.
20 points per game from every
Bro.
season that he's been in the NBA.
Look at the efficiency. Malik Monk is a 6-man playing like 25 minutes off the bench, maybe 30.
But he would never average 20
It's
in the
weird
position that Jalen
because
Green
I
is
would,
in.
I would want to argue for the benefit of the doubt, saying let's put Austin Reeves and Malik Monk in Houston. I don't think they do what Jalen Green.
But it's not about the
Exactly.
numbers. That's why if we're going off numbers, okay, fuck
Yeah,
it.
but
Jalen
it's
Green's
the
the
thing.
top 3
It's a
shooting
bad
guard.
thing,
into
I
account
don't give a
situations.
fuck. Dude,
But
show me the
matters.
efficiency.
but it's a bad
Situation
team.
matters.
Like it's a bad.
Yeah,
team.
Steven Silas
He's
coaching
playing-
him up for
Bro,
30
the
years,
best
worst
year of
coach of all time.
His
the
team is-
best
he's
year
on
the
a
Rockets
bad
have
team.
ever had. Jalen Green had a fucking terrible season because he doesn't fucking contribute to winning
Can't
basketball.
figure it out.
I'm not saying he
one way
can't.
the whole team
I'm not
was bad.
saying he can't. I'm saying right
Yeah, the
now,
whole team
who
was
is
bad.
better right now? Austin Reeves is
Okay.
better right now for winning situations. And I'm okay. You
Just
want to
take situations into
nitpick?
account.
Okay, maybe Jalen Green's a little better if you value the individual stats. But I'm trying to say,
But see, you're weighing it
okay,
towards
he
Vic.
could be
Yeah,
number
I get
9 a
what
little
he's
bit.
saying.
He could be number 9, but I'm not. He's not going to be all the way to number 5 for me. You want to put him at 9 if that makes you sleep at night better? Okay, he's over Austin Reeves. Everyone else is better than him. Okay,
Alright.
you want to? It's
Yes.
close for me, 9 and 10. That's why
Yeah.
it's not like I'm talking about Austin Reeves number 5,
Yeah, but
Jalen
Austin
Green
Reeves-
10. I don't
Austin
think
Reeves
Jalen Green's that
inherited-
much better.
But his point is for the fit thing, like winning basketball. He said he's like, I think Austin Reeves is better at winning basketball.
He is.
Like, you
Yes,
could
for
nitpick
now,
stats, you could nitpick ability, scoring ability, athleticism, sure. But Bez is saying like
No, I
he
get his
values,
point.
That's
he
not-
puts the stock in the winning.
Just disagree.
Nah, yeah. When it comes to Hudson's point, I don't think that's necessarily like the fairest comparison, considering Austin Reeves was not even drafted, but he was signed into a
Way better
winning team already.
LeBron and AD were already
The
there
Rockets have never been a winning team.
since Harden.
That's why they were getting lottery picks, and that's why they have Jalen Green in the first place, because they were ass and they've
Bro,
been ass.
how
And
many
it's
points
not
do
his
you
fault.
think Jalen Green can average?
I could be 30
30.
point per game player.
What do you think his career high is to this point?
23, right?
like career high points like in a game?
No, just in a season. How did he average?
23.
22
24?
points. You're thinking he could take an 8-point leap. An 8-point leap. He's not going to be the number 1 guy in that
But he's
team because it's
22 years
Sengun.
old.
You think he could take an 8-point leap from where he is now?
Yeah.
He's already a really good
By the
scorer.
time
What
he's 27?
What the,
Yeah, exactly.
I don't, bro. But he has to develop other parts of his game. It's not about the scoring.
He
He's
has
already an
years to.
elite scorer. This is what his ceiling is. I don't want to say ceiling, but like scoring wise, he's gonna get a little better. Maybe he has to be smarter. He has to be better playmaker, better rebounder, better defender. That's where he has to improve.
Yeah, and I think
he's
he
a
has
good
potential
scorer
to be.
already.
I think he has potential to
But
have
I
those
haven't
aspects.
seen, and I don't think so because I
From
haven't
what I
seen
saw at
anything.
the end of the year when Sengun
Those
got
30
injured and he
games, we're
picked
not
it
counting
up
stock into
with
that?
Ime Udoka. Yeah, that's what I'm taking into account for growth.
There's your thing. You said when Sengun got injured. Yes, because he cannot play with another player because he dribbles the air out of the ball
See,
too
that's
much.
where
He's
we
too much
disagree.
of a ball heavy player.
That's where we
Ball
disagree.
dominant
I
player.
feel like he was trying to figure it out. You have a new coach, and with Alfred Sengun being the number 1, and when he wasn't like really implemented with Silas. So we have a new system with Alfred Sengun. You have to figure it out, and the team was already bad to begin with. Plus, you have Fred VanVleet and other Dylan Brooks and other signings. He has to figure it out and get his step like right with the new situation.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
think
not- that's
I want to
not-
see where he goes.
I
Because it's a very
don't
debated topic.
think
we
he's
always
asked.
have.
We'll figure it out next
I don't
year,
think
for
he's
sure.
asked, but right now I just think he has a lot to prove.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I
Yeah,
think you
he
guys
does,
are
he
too
does.
high on
I like
him
it.
based off his potential, which is look. He has a lot of potential because he's really young and he has a lot of athleticism and a lot of
Skill.
traits. But there's a lot to develop. Is all
Yeah.
I'm saying. He needs to grow a lot. He's very far from the player that you guys are making him out to be. Is all I'm saying.
That's a fair critique. It's fair to like because we're
Of
banking on
course,
him.
he has more potential than Austin
growth.
Reeves.
It's the
I'm
same
not
argument.
fucking
It's the same
retarded.
argument. We're banking on him being like amazing. Bez like he's gonna be where he's at. Like or
I'm
like,
not
around
even
there.
saying that. I'm just saying.
So what do you think? What do you think you can average?
I'm just saying right now, like I'm not saying I don't see him getting better. He could get better, but he needs to improve a lot, and I just don't see him improving that much of a leap next year.
He doesn't
like,
have the good-
It's gonna
best
be
to you.
okay when he's 27. I can see what you guys are saying, but this is dude. He's 22 years old. That's 5 years from now. We're talking about shooting guards now or going into next year. I don't think he's gonna take that big of a leap you guys are saying. I think if he does get to that point, he's gonna be steady because he has to learn a lot. He's not gonna just pick up playmaking
Yeah, I don't think
defense
he'll
all in
average
one
30
season.
next year. I don't think there's no.
Yeah, so
no
I'm
way,
saying, so
but-
why the fuck would I put him any
Continue growth.
higher than this if I don't think it's gonna happen next year? I
If
think
he
he's gonna
averaged-
average 20 points next year.
Because he
Better
doesn't
than
have
Austin
his 30
Reeves.
to make the
Okay,
list.
but Austin Reeves probably gonna average more assists on better efficiency and more rebounds as well. So
But it's the critique to Jalen Green is he's not playing with crazy players as well. I want to say because Austin Reeves is playing with LeBron and Davis his whole life. Like he has been. So
Okay.
what that means is people don't like game plan around him. So if Jalen Green's a top 1 or 2 player on the Rockets, he's gonna have to be the pressure's more on him. Austin Reeves is a little more. He could be a little more. What's it called? I
don't even know if
Role
the pressure's
player.
more on him. I think he puts the pressure on himself because he always thinks he has to be the guy. Like if he were to just play, Ime Udoka established a really good team defense. They have an identity. They're very hard nosed on defense. They move the ball through Sengun on offense. They didn't have no type of identity before that. So if he can just buy into that, that's what I want to see. I think he hasn't bought into that. He hasn't shown me. Like you said, he's only good without Sengun or only good when he has the or only good in certain games. So it's like I haven't seen.
But do you think he's their best
anything-
offensive player?
No, I don't think all around he's their best offensive player.
So you think
Sengun is
Scoring, sure, but I think Sengun.
Okay, so you think he's the best scorer?
Yeah,
You
he's
think
the
he's
best scorer on the roster for sure.
I guess that's where like it lies with him. Is like he's the best scorer. He's gonna take the most shots.
And it's
he's gonna-
like I don't value just scoring because if it was just that again, he would be much higher on this list. But it's like everything else that he does is not like it's not nothing to write home about. Nothing great. Nothing off
It's
the
not even
ball.
in my top 5.
No rebounding.
I think 10 is crazy for him. in my
I just
opinion.
think I value. Look, if you're talking about, okay, we have no team,
Same with me.
we're drafting first overall. All right, give me Jalen Green over Austin Reeves. But it's like, okay, we already
Yeah.
have an established team, and we need another player. I'm taking Austin Reeves every time.
I'd still take Jalen Green.
See,
for
that's
his
that's
role.
that's your like the way you're critiquing. I see what you're picking on
I see his point.
ready built team, ready going to the thing.
can
I see
disagree.
what you're doing.
Because it's like with Jalen Green, it's like you have to give him touches and like mold your team around him, as opposed to Austin Reeves can kind of fit into any situation.
Yeah.
It's like he doesn't have to learn. He already has a skill set. He's good at certain things.
That's
He's
true,
gonna do
but
that.
Doesn't that mean
capped.
Austin Reeves is
But
more
it's
like a
capped.
role player? Doesn't that mean he's more like a role player?
understand,
Jalen Green's more
this
like
is
a
not a potential in 5 years tier list. This is next year and
Yeah.
this year tier list.
So
I
I
don't
think
think
he'll be a
Jalen
better player
Green's
next
taking
year.
that type of jump. Is all
It
I'm
doesn't.
saying.
It doesn't have to be a huge jump to be better than Austin.
Do you think
Reeves.
Austin Reeves is better than him right now? Like player wise? Like
Yeah, that's why I
like
put him
not
higher.
even like I'm
Or
talking about
individually?
fit, like individual player wise. Like I know
No,
you said fit.
one-on-one,
No,
I'm
no.
taking Jalen Green,
He's
but
talking
I'm
about
saying
team.
Austin Reeves is more valuable
Okay.
to a team.
All right.
Which is fair to put him.
Yeah.
Up,
So-
if you rank that way.
I have Austin Reeves at my number 9 as well
See?
for the same reasons.
Okay, and it's only one spot. So
Yeah.
it's not gonna put in.
And
Jalen-
you're gonna see my next pick, so I was gonna be like, yeah. So
I
Same-
have
same thing for me.
DeJounte Murray at this spot actually, number 9.
okay,
That's
bro.
crazy.
I was arguing Bez. Now
Nah,
looking
that's
at you
crazy.
funny.
That's
No,
crazy.
Really?
DeJounte Murray's
That's
better than
crazy.
Jalen Green.
Yeah,
bro.
he's better
I'm
than
fucking
Jalen
sorry.
Green
There's
and
nothing.
Austin Reeves.
There's absolutely nothing Jalen Green's
we're
better
not
at.
doing that.
Like a little better scoring and shooting, but DeJounte does
feel like-
everything well.
Come on.
Playmaking,
Well, I take into the
defense.
growth of Jalen Green, and that plays a
Holy
like a
shit.
bigger part.
I gotta
to me.
throw
God, bro, it's dick riding. All you
Yeah.
do.
I feel like-
DeJounte,
No, I'm
Like,
saying you
Murray's,
literally got that nigga
pretty
dick in
much
your mouth
capped.
right now. I see
I
it.
feel like what he's done, he's not gonna be better than what he was last year or the year before
Yes,
that,
he
or
is.
when he was on the Spurs. How?
He's
with
playing
what
with Zion.
opportunity? Yeah, with what opportunity?
He's gonna be
not gonna be an
a-
all-star
He's the
level
starting
player.
point guard. That's what they've
The
missed the
starting
whole
point
time.
guard.
Okay, yeah, but he's
If
capped.
anyone's
He's not-
dropping off, it's CJ. Like, let's be
No.
real.
I know
Yes.
CJ's dropping off. Not everybody besides Zion has a potential drop off.
And guess what? They're
But
gonna
my
be in a
point is,
winning
I'm saying
situation,
dropping
probably.
off from what he used to be on San Antonio. He's never gonna be that again.
Yeah,
Yes,
finish
he
your
is. He
point.
could if
How?
he. What do you mean how?
In what way?
He averaged like 25, like
It was just him
Seven-
and Derek White. Yeah,
Okay.
the opportunity was
Bro,
there.
let
for
me
him
see
to
what he
succeed.
averaged last year, bro. He averaged
22.
like probably like that's
Like they
better
said, the
than
market for DeJounte is
bro.
where it was.
22 with elite defense is better than 19 points with
I
ass
think he's
defense
gonna
with
average
Jalen
22.
Green. I'm
With
just
Brandon Ingram, CJ McCollum, and
Yes.
Zion.
bro. He's not
There's no
gonna
way.
even if he goes to 20, that's still better than Jalen Green. Like what
Yeah.
are you
he'll
talking
average.
about?
and he'll average
What are you
What are you
five.
talking about?
He'll average 5
and
plus
elite
assists, 5
defense
plus
and
rebounds.
two and smarter, higher IQ players.
Better playmaker
There hasn't
too.
been. I forgot
Better
what,
off
how
the
long
ball.
it's been.
He's
but
gonna-
there hasn't
he's
been
gonna
three players
average
that
5 and
averaged over
5 at
20 points per
least.
game in the NBA in a while.
Bro, okay.
On the same team.
So okay, who's saying? First of all, Brandon Ingram might not even be on the team.
Yeah.
Zion's gonna do his
Start
thing.
the season, as far as we know, Brandon Ingram's on the roster, and this is what
Okay.
I'm making my list
DeJounte
on.
will garner.
I'm
his
gonna be
own
honest. Brandon
opportunities.
Ingram don't be scoring crazy every single game.
He's a
He be
better
taking
scorer.
games off. I think they could both average 20 because Brandon Ingram's not playing every game.
I
don't
think those three could average like
don't think
26,
so.
20, and 20. I could think they could do it.
Okay.
I think those three could do it. Low key.
Even
All
if you
right,
average
let me finish my-
The team is
19
nice,
points,
'cause the team is nice.
19
They have
points.
shooters.
I'm taking
What about
19.
CJ McCollum? All he's gonna do is score. What
I
else
think
is that
CJ
man good
sucks.
for?
I think he's gonna be the one to drop off.
Yeah,
the
but-
bench.
Six man,
okay, but
CJ.
He's
Six
older
man.
and he's
Try
just,
to start Trey Murphy or something.
he
Right.
might.
Nah, he's
Yeah,
just
I
gonna.
think
I'm being serious. I would do that. I don't know about y'all.
He's just gonna be a quick scoring option. Like give him
Off the
ball.
bench.
He'll average probably
Nah, at the
quick
bench. He's gonna
50.
start. He's still gonna
Well, I
start.
think DeJounte Murray.
You can start him
is
next to
capped in the position
DeJounte.
that he's in.
He'll just be the first sub to go. Probably.
But
Yeah.
Trey would be better because he has better defense. I think Trey would be a perfect starting shooting guard for that team. Anyway, continue.
Car.
They would.
They'll
but
figure it out.
I don't think they'll take.
They don't
CJ
have a
out that
center,
fast.
so
So yeah, I think DeJounte Murray is capped in the situation he is because of opportunity. I don't think he'll be what he was his former self. The trade market
I need to
was
see
what
the
it was
Rockets games
because
you're
of that.
watching, bro.
The Rockets games I'm watching.
I want to see what you're looking
So
at.
yeah, I think DeJounte Murray, he's good for what he does, but he's not going to impact a roster to make them a championship
it's-
title
Oh
contender.
my god, bro, that's crazy.
DeJounte Murray.
Dude,
For
I
the
think
Pelicans.
he can be.
bro.
For
I
the
think
Pelicans are a
Pelicans,
title
no.
contender. All right, he's on the Pelicans.
I
I'm
think
making my
so many-
assessment
I think so
on what
many
on the team that he's on.
I think
Is
so
that not
many
fair?
teams- I think
All
so
right.
many teams
I
would
don't
be
think
happy
Jalen
to
Green's
have
ever gonna win a championship. How about that?
That's just cap. He's 22. How do you know?
Oh,
He can join the
let's make a
Celtics for
fucking
all I
bet.
care.
Listen.
Lonnie Walker's on the Celtics. You couldn't
He's
say
on
Lonnie
for like
Walker
25.
have a chance of winning a championship.
DeJounte
He can
Murray
join
could
the team.
DeJounte Murray could join the Celtics in 6 years.
Okay, but I'm talking about now.
Is your
DeJounte
number
Murray,
nine?
right,
Your
as
number
right
nine.
now.
Jalen Green will never be the number one option on the team. I can say that with full 100% confidence.
All right, that's what you believe.
Watch
in.
it like 2 to 3 years.
I'll
I don't know.
stand
It's
on
funny.
it. I'll stand on that.
All right,
Stand on
it.
business.
Yeah, okay.
Well, he can improve.
DeJounte's
I'm
my
not
nine.
gonna say that, but
Yeah.
right now he cannot. How he looks like in 2024, no chance.
I see.
Should I say my 8 then?
I'll say my.
Okay.
Oh, I had Reeves, same as
Yeah,
Bez
said.
for number 9. I think I love Reeves. I'm a Laker fan, so I'm gonna put him there. But my number 8 is actually Jalen Green. For the same reasons that Bez said for Jalen Green, Austin Reeves, I do value the Jalen Green, I guess, hype, if you want to call it, because he's still young. I think he's younger than Reeves anyway, but I think from what I've seen Jalen Green and what
I'm
he's
mad at
capable
that
of,
placement. Like, it's not
I
crazy.
think, it's not crazy. I think Reeves is what he said, perfect. He can fit into any team, the Warriors, Celtics. He'll do what he does. He'll help the team win. But I think Jalen Green does have the upside, like, offensively. If he does buy into the mentality of with Ime Udoka's like schemes, which he hasn't yet, I know. he'll be even higher on the list. But as of right now, I do think Jalen Green is number 8. I'm not mad if you have Reeves over him because I'm a Lake fan, but I think Jalen Green is better than Reeves.
All right. My 8, this is where I have Bradley Beal. Still think he's a great scorer.
So who is your 10 and 9? Sorry.
My 10 is Malik Monk, 9, DeJounte Murray. I think Bradley Beal is a better player than DeJounte Murray for
Just
what,
keep going, bro.
for
Just keep
the
going.
roster, what he does for the roster on the Suns and how they can impact them being a title contender. I think he's very important in that build. I think this coming into this year.
I need a nigga new TV.
Right, listen to my reasoning before you.
No, go ahead. I'm just talking to Omari. You go, you do your thing.
All right, so I think he'll be a great scorer coming into next season and be healthy, and that's what they need, or that's what he needs to provide for that team to be a title contender. I think with Bradley Beal, what he's done in the past, and if he brings some type of identity to the Suns, they have a real shot of winning the championship. And if they do win the championship this year with Bradley Beal averaging 20 plus, then we'll have him at a higher regard. And I think that's why I have him at 8, because I think he brings title contention to the Suns. And if they do win the championship, he should be placed in higher regard.
Dude, you know what I like more than Beal? I like Reeves more than Beal. Low key.
I think Beal provides more to winning.
I don't.
Even if he was
I don't know
on the
how
Lakers.
you can say that. I
Because
don't know
of
what
he
you saw
provides
from.
from
What have
scoring.
you saw
From
that?
scoring
What has he
perspective.
provided winning? To what team? When?
Scoring.
When has he ever done that?
2020?
20.
When? What team
I'm
was
guessing.
this?
Question mark.
He
2020.
made it to the conference final or the second round with the Washington Wizards. Him and John Wall. All he did was score.
How
But,
long
like,
ago was that?
when was John Wall playing?
That was a
That's-
while
Bro,
ago.
Paul
but
Pierce
got
was on
better,
the
right?
fucking Wizards. Get the fuck out
He
of here.
didn't do anything. He was like, dude,
But I'm
people
telling you
are
how
throwing
long
his
ago
jerseys
that
back.
was. That's what I'm saying. You fucking
No,
giving me
that's not
black
my
and
point,
white
though. I
footage.
still think Bradley Beal's a good player, and for what he's getting paid, I think he was better
This
from
guy
then.
instigated me. I didn't
Bro,
want to say
how am I
anything.
instigated? This
You
is
know
what I
what?
believe.
No, I said
think
he
this is
instigated.
facts.
He instigated me. I didn't want to say anything about Bradley Beal.
You know what I think? I think Bradley Beal and Hassan follow each other on Instagram, but there's no way Bradley Beal gets this much talk on the pod.
Yo, remember a
think that's
couple
a great
years ago,
scorer.
he was
Hassan's
like,
been a
ride or
Bradley
die
Beal
for him. He's
believer
back on that
forever.
shit.
Bro.
He's back on the Bradley Beal
Gotta
train.
ride with my man.
Hey, I respect it though. I can't even hate on
Has
that
been
shit.
a Beal believer.
The believer.
The
Yeah,
continuity
believer.
is real, ball. Don't lie. He's
That-
actually,
He'll be a believer.
We got to do a before and after clip of
Never
like
fold,
him
bro.
earlier when he was like, oh, he's averaging 35. Or I don't know what he said about him. I don't remember what you said.
He was averaging 31.
See, you're not listening.
I think that
You're
was
not
last
in
year
tune.
when he put
Oh,
him.
he was like a
When
superstar.
we put him,
or
no,
something.
it was last year when we put him on the shooting guards list. Hudson still had him at like 3 or something, and we were like,
no, he
come
had
on.
like 5.
Can't remember.
He had him at like 5.
It might have been 2
No
years
way I
ago.
had him top 3.
No, it
no,
might
not
have been 2
3.
years
He
ago.
had a 5'6".
No, when we just started, he was saying like he's a superstar or something. He was like, "Oh, you don't consider?" I don't remember.
He
Something
was
like
31.
that.
I think-
Superstar talent.
I
Yeah,
think
I was
last
31
year-
on the Wizards. Like,
I think last year we had Jalen Green like 10 or like 13th. I remember we were like he was barely being talked about, but he deserved it at the time.
I wanted to leave him off so bad because I'm a hater, but I couldn't do it. It was not realistic.
All right, give me your 8. I want to hear this. I'm listening. Who's better than Jalen Green?
I got another winner, proven winner
Who?
from the Miami Heat. It's Tyler Hero.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
he
three
didn't
straight
make my
years.
list.
That's okay.
No, I saw him. He's a good pick.
Three straight years, 20 plus points, former
make my
sixth
list
man of the
either.
year, multiple conference title runs. I think last year was kind of rocky, so he was fluctuating for me because
It's an injury for
last
me.
year, yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Last year he wasn't really healthy, but from what he's done in the past, I think he's better than Austin Reeves. I think he's shown me he's able to contribute more than Jalen Green, like I said, on the winning side. And so I don't know. Last year, you could have honestly been off my list. He was like super fluctuating. Like he could have been at 10. I was really thinking about doing him 10, Jalen Green 9, Austin Reeves 8. But I just giving him respect. I think he deserves it. He's in a winning culture. I think he's been a solid player for them ever since he's been starting to consistent 20-point score. Literally last year when he did play, he was their whole offense because Jimmy didn't do shit. Bam was just kind of like getting into his scoring stuff. Like they didn't really have any scoring. He was their whole offense. So he had some big games for them too. When he was healthy, it's just an injury thing. You kind of got to see how he bounces back. But I'm giving him a respect of what he's done.
I like
That's
the pick.
fair.
I like the
I
pick.
left him out just because of injury purposes.
That's
a
fair.
good pick,
I
though.
can't
That's a
even
good
hate because I thought because of that I was debating just not even putting him on.
He's off my list, but it's a great spot. I think. I really think it's perfect.
All right.
All right, my number 8 is Zach LaVine. I think
Zach.
I didn't have him on my list at
Neither.
all.
Let
bro.
him finish his point.
That
Let him
boy
finish
don't
his point.
play.
that's why. I mean, when he's healthy, he's better than that. At least I have Beal and Vassell under him. Like he's better than Beal and Vassell when they're healthy.
I mean, I agree with that.
That's a
but-
correct
but
statement.
it's just
yeah.
like
I feel like Kobe
he's
White's
coming
better
back
now.
this year. You
Shit,
know what I
mine
mean?
was
Hopefully
about
he
to
has
be
a good
crazy
healthy
to
year.
This man already know.
Hopefully he has a good healthy year. But yeah, when he's healthy, he's a 24 point per game scorer. He has a decent defense. You know what I mean? Like he's a decent
Oh,
playmaker
hell
and
no,
rebounder.
you did not just say
don't-
that.
He's, no.
He's decent. I mean,
No,
he's
not.
long.
He's a
Below-
cone, bro. He's a
He's
cone.
not a cone, bro.
He's a cone, bro.
And when you're 6'7", you have long arms where like you
You would
have
think.
like a starting floor.
Yeah, you would think though.
You still have a starting floor.
Not anymore, no.
Defense.
He doesn't try.
Yeah, I mean, But yeah, either way, he's a. I mean, well, I'm not writing home about Beal's defense either. So
That's true, but at least Philly's a better scorer.
I got Levine at 8, but 7 is where I have Jalen Green.
Okay.
I think he is currently
Yeah, I think I
better
have
than.
Go off on him. He hasn't been.
I have him at
I mean,
7 too.
yeah, we've spoken about
kidding.
Jalen Green
Trolling.
more than enough.
Yeah.
I think he's great. I think he's a young stud rising up. I think that if he had a better situation and a better direction early on in his career, he would be a little further ahead than where he should be. I mean, than where he is. I do think that having Steven Silas hinders him.
Yep.
having such bad teams hinders him.
Say it louder. I'm just kidding.
I get that.
You're in Bez.
I get that Austin
Paying
Reeves
attention?
contributes to winning. I didn't even have Austin Reeves on my list. I love Austin. I think he's great. But I'm like, when it comes to like winning, it's not the same somebody going to a team that was just in the playoffs. You know what I mean? Compared to the niggas who are in the lottery and you have to put a young dude with a bad coach to like try and develop. So I think that it's almost like he's developed into a 20-plus point per game scorer, like despite all the things that are going on at the Rockets.
Off his
Like
potential alone.
yeah, so I think that he's good right now, but he has even more potential to grow.
Yeah, so I'll piggyback because I have Jalen Green at number 7 too.
All right.
I think
fair.
based off his potential and how he ended the season last year, I can conclude that he can be he's in top 7 in the league as a shooting guard. In my opinion, I think he can average 30, like me and Gabe said. I think he has the potential from a scoring standpoint. That's why he got drafted so high. I think with the right guidance and coaching, which he has now, he'll be able to grow. And like we said, he's only 22 and averaged over 20 points per game for the starting career of a season. So wait till he's 5 or 25 or 27 and he reaches the peak of his NBA career. There's no telling what he could do. I think he'll be a number 1 scoring option on multiple rosters when he reaches his peak, if he does, when he grows. But yeah, basically I have him at 7 because of his potential and growth and what he showcased at the end of last season going into the new year with Ime Udoka as his coach.
You know, the thing about Jalen Green we always mention, if we're talking about Jalen Green like being this great, right? It's like I just want to pick up a player like Anthony Edwards. Like he reached his thing like fast, right? Mm-hmm. Is this who we're like banking Jalen Green's gonna be? Like getting right there?
I'm not banking on this.
Because Edwards is like 23, Jalen Green's like 22. They're close in age.
I don't think
Edwards had Cat and
Gobert.
And Nasri. Like, he has good players around him.
I don't think
Jalen Green was put into a bad situation, and they're
Anthony
building it
Edwards
up.
is Jalen Green with a better situation.
I think his ceiling is the 5th best shooting guard. Like
5th?
Yeah. Ceiling.
So, like, what do you think? Say a player that you think he'll be like Jalen Green.
What do you mean?
Anybody like his cap? What do you think his cap is? Like, give a comparison.
2018 Donovan Mitchell.
A cap.
That's a great pick, by the way.
Compare him to somebody.
Zach LaVine in his prime? Like a top 5 shooting guard?
Bro, no, I don't know. I mean, so for the Jalen Green comparisons, I was thinking Zach LaVine is actually not too bad. Like a prime Zach LaVine, maybe like at his absolute best. Like I don't want to compare their games because they're different, but like how
Just
good
cap,
they are.
yeah.
Like
he got to 27. didn't he?
DeMar DeRozan maybe. I feel like that's
What
his
year?
cap.
Toronto Rosen? That's
Or
the first
Bulls
seed.
like
Yeah, it was
2018
29. Yeah, 28.
Yeah, that.
Probably Bulls DeRozan. Like I could see him getting like if he leads a team, probably to like a 6th seed at most type shit or 5th seed. Like, but playoff team, that's a ceiling to me. And I don't even think he's close to that. By the way, DeMar learned to play make a lot better and like evolved his game. So
Ron Jalen Green.
Was like DeMar 31 years old on the Bulls when he did that?
But I'm saying, like, it's going to take time. Like, DeMar, when he was on Toronto, when he just got there, he was just a dunker. Like, that's what he was first known for.
That's literally all I did.
So,
Mid-range game.
yeah, in a mid-range game. They don't play similar, though, but the Jalen Green does
He
have,
said he
like,
styled it
that
after
racism.
old Jordan.
All right,
He
who's
said he
your
watched
seven,
Wizards Jordan and,
Who's my what?
and styled his game.
Or was it
after
my 7?
then? No, Bez.
I got NBA champ and an Olympic gold medalist. Derek White at number 7, baby.
Oh, I'm mad at that.
Respect that. Respect the
Same
winning.
as Gabe.
Actually, I have him higher.
Oh, really?
Gabe.
Respect that. Maybe you missed somebody on my list, but yeah, I think, I mean, what he contributes to winning. Literally the best role player in the league right
I
now.
didn't have that
Sir.
name on my list. I'm not even
He
gonna cap.
made, I mean, that's
What?
disrespect. You got
Derek
Bradley
White?
Beal over. You got Vassell over.
Derek
Come on.
White
Honestly,
didn't make the
I
list?
Probably forgot.
Vassell's crazy.
Forgot he's a shooting guard. That's why.
Derek White's a dog.
Yeah, so,
I got
I mean,
it.
yeah,
Blaze.
he's like the GOAT role player in the NBA
Oh,
right
God.
now. They picked him over
I
fucking
don't even
Jalen
think about
Brown
his
for the
position,
Olympics.
honestly.
Yeah.
I never think about Derek White's position. He's just there. Like,
He's a
he
can
on
do
the
everything.
Yeah, he on the
the
court.
Joker.
Yeah.
You need a PG.
yeah,
you need
I
a-
literally had to look up because I was going to pick one of the Celtics
Yeah,
guys on here, and I checked which one it was. So
That is
yeah.
true. Yeah, I thought about that.
I mean,
So
I got to
you can
give
go
him
small
respect.
5 center with him. Go
And,
to work.
bro, dude, this guy, like, I don't even know. He's the 6th option on the team. I know 6 is 6 man, but like he's like the 5th option on the team. He's still averaging like 18 points or whatever.
I have one
Check
person
it
that
out.
y'all
crazy.
don't probably have.
You got a lot of people I don't have, bro. I don't have anybody on your
No, I
list.
mean higher up.
Yeah, I mean,
Shet-
I like having him there. Yeah, you can go to your 7.
Hold on, let me see
That
how
was
many
my 7
average.
too.
He-
So I
Derek
can
White?
say, yeah, I can say. Yeah, I'm
Piggyback,
number 7
yes.
like Derek White. Pretty
Yeah.
much the same points you
Bro,
said. NBA champion.
15
best-
points last year. I'm basically the 5th option. Like,
Bro, and he
that's-
does everything. He's damn near the point of the point attack defender. With Drew Holiday.
Shoot, some people are saying he's more important than Jason Tatum.
Okay. I'll entertain your
I
argument.
don't say that, but
I'll
some
entertain
people-
the
it was an
argument.
argument.
It was
Who
an
is some
argument.
people?
The streets were saying
Internet,
it.
yeah.
Who
The
is
streets.
the
Yeah,
streets?
the streets were saying it.
I am streets.
Yeah.
I am the streets.
Balls. Let's go, baby.
We can go. Yeah, with Derek White. Yeah, it's pretty clear
That was
cut for
7?
me.
Yeah.
That was my
Yeah,
7 too.
okay.
So I'll go to my number 6. And I have. I don't know if. I hope he made someone's list. Desmond Bain. I think Desmond Bain is an exemplary. What did I say a month
What a
ago?
great word, bro.
What did I say a month ago? I said
Phenomenal.
He said he's very good at what he does for what he does.
Very good at what he does.
I swear to
Yeah, I
God,
think that's
I
what
love
you
that
said.
clip. Anyway, Desmond Bain, amazing 3-point shooter. He comes big when it matters. Big pause. Holy shit.
Whoa.
Oh my God, I haven't done that in a while. Bro, just get off me, bro. Number
crazy.
6, Desmond
track.
Bain.
Because big when it matters. Man.
He has a good future
I
with
hope
John
so.
Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr. So they're gonna have a good big longevity years together. So I have Desmond Bain on there.
All right.
I got him on my list too, but
Yeah, he also is my number 6. I
Okay,
agree
okay,
with
guys.
Gabe on Desmond Bain. I think he's only continuing to get better. I was a hater at first, but he proved me wrong. He got better that season when I was
He's-
talking trash about him. But I
he
think
should have won MIP last year or not 2 years ago
2
for
years,
being real.
yeah. And Jaw got robbed, or Jaw robbed him of being MIP
Every-
as a second pick in the NBA.
Every year in the NBA, he's been improving 9 points to 18 to 21 to 24.
Yeah, and he's one of the greatest 3-point shooters in the NBA right now, currently. And I think he'll improve and get better. And I think he's the second best option from a offensive
yeah.
standpoint. And Jaren Jackson's from a defensive standpoint. But I think he's the 7th best shooting guard in the NBA right now.
He also
6th.
attempts 9 threes a game, or 8.5, but I'm gonna round up.
He's a shooter.
Amazing
Shooter.
Amazing shooter.
So
Yeah, and
sniper.
scorer. I remember that game he had against the Lakers when no one else showed up in the playoffs. And he showed up and dropped 40.
Yeah.
I think you watched that live.
He's a
Dude,
beast, bro.
yeah, I was there. That
like,
shit was
yeah.
crazy. I was
That's
he's
when
close
I
to
knew
cry.
he was a different breed.
For his
I
little
was gonna
T-Rex
cry.
arms, he's like a bulldog defender. Like he
Yeah.
gets in there and like
He plays hard.
bullies people. Yeah.
Wasn't supposed to be here. Now he's averaging 24 points in the NBA. So
Yeah.
20th pick of the draft or something.
Love it.
This is number 6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is where I got DeJounte Murray at number
Ooh.
6.
Mm.
barely
Two-way,
made my list. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
two-way ability, like we talked about a little bit. He could score from all 3 levels. Shooter. Well, he kind of had like an inconsistent shooting year, but he can still shoot the 3. We all know that. Mid-range, deadly, could get to the rim. One of the best at that. He could take 41 shots in the game if you need to. He could guard the other team's best player if you need to. So I think he could do it all. He's really a great player, and I think if he's in a better winning situation,
Facts.
I don't know if New Orleans is going to be that. I mean, they have a good roster, but
It's better than what's called.
it's better than Atlanta, but it's yet to be seen how they'll do. But I think he can be the type of player like to really show what he can do in a winning situation because he can fit in anywhere. He was under Popovich, so he kind of was developed the right way too. So I just think he's super underrated. I think he's going to do good things for New Orleans. I think they got a steal for him. You know, I said the Lakers should have been getting him instead of D'Lo, but
Yeah.
you know, it is what it is. I think he's number 6 on my list. So
I like it.
It's interesting because he's also number 6 on my list.
yes, sir, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ball no.
So yeah, I mean, we've talked about DeJounte Murray a bunch already so far. So, you know, what more is there to say? He's great. He's one of my favorite all-around players. He's athletic. He's long on defense.
yeah, on defense.
Yeah, on defense. See, look, I'm not you, man. So yeah, I mean, even on the Spurs days when he averaged like
Long
well
ball,
over
buddy.
20, and then even on like the Atlanta days where it's like he gets to 20, but he still averages so many rebounds and so many assists. Like he's not a
Stat chaser?
triple double machine, but he's on triple double watch when he's playing, when he's running the offense, and I think that is a super valuable thing that only a handful of people really have the ability to do and win a game. So I think that you
Win.
know
Really looks
When?
like LeBron out
When
there,
has he
right?
won?
He looks like LeBron out there. I'm kidding.
When has he won?
his
Win
teams
a
haven't
game?
been good, so it's like it's not his fault. But yeah, so I got him at 6. So number 5, I got Desmond Bain.
Okay.
I got Desmond Bain at 5 too. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yes, sir, yes,
5
sir.
and 6.
Yes,
I got
sir.
DeJounte at 5.
Yeah, I
but
mean-
that's like I flip flopped him.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think he's great. I'm glad that people didn't really overlook him because their season this year. But I think that next year when Jaw's back healthy, the Grizzlies going to be right there back on the map, the same way they were. I don't think they're going to be as high as the seed they used to be, but they will still be a playoff team, if not fighting in that scrappy end of the West because the West is stacked right now. So
you know, it's
It's gonna be
great.
good, bro. They drafted that Edie kid. He looks he's gonna contribute. I don't know how good he's gonna be, but
we'll
he's
see.
definitely gonna get boards at least.
So yeah,
So
they need a center. So
Yeah,
you guys
exactly.
think DeJounte Murray is better than Derek White? You'd rather have DeJounte Murray on your team than Derek White.
I think
starting
like
a
I
team,
said,
yeah.
if you put, I don't even think that if you put
Yeah.
DeJounte in that Derek White role, I think he maybe not as good of a shooter, but I think he'd be a better defender, better to get into the rim. If a team needs that a little more than
Really,
the shooting, I
Derek
think he could
White's
do.
he's an all defensive player. Derek White.
I mean, I think so. I think DeJounte's been
Could
that
be.
too. Last year was
he just
defensively.
steals the ball.
I don't think it's that. I think he's really long. He can get in the passing lanes. He's able to guard different positions. Not like the big men, but he could guard wings too. He's a big guard, like 6'5" or something.
Yeah,
really good
he's
wingspan.
6'5".
So I think he just has to be in a winning situation to show that. I think in Atlanta, there's not really. First of all, the days where Trae Young's not there, it's gonna be hard for him to take 40 shots and then defend at an elite level on the other end.
about that
So
game.
it's like. That happened a lot,
Yeah.
The Hawks were a mess, so I think he was just tasked with doing too much.
All right,
We
I'll
saw
give
that
you
with the
that then.
Spurs that he could defend at that level. That's where he made a name for
Yeah.
himself on the defensive side. So
All right.
It's
Well,
close,
this is
though.
where I have Derek White because I think he's a better player because of what he does and how he actually accepts his
what is
role.
number 5?
Yeah, I have Derek White at number 5 because he accepts his role and he excels in his role and plays it to the best anybody actually plays.
I can't even
'cause I agree that he's a
disagree.
good player. So his impact on winning is good enough for him to be number 5 on my list. I think he does everything exceptionally well and is coachable, can do like everything on any team in the NBA and still be like excel too. So I have my 5.
No, he's a point guard. We're
Yeah,
good, bro.
Harden's a point guard.
You're still good though. You're fine.
All right, you said you had
Nah, yeah.
If he was, it would have been bad on you.
No, yeah.
you had
We would have.
I had the
That's been
inverse.
better, right?
I had DeJounte at 5 for all the things you said. I just think
6 or
my 6 was Bane.
Yeah, okay.
My 6 was Bane. My 7 was Derek White. I know you guys are flip flopping that,
Yeah, we
but
got
I think
similar.
DeJounte right now going into next season and what he did now, I don't think there's any signs of him being worse than what he was. In fact, I think he's gonna do greater, like impact more to winning. So with that being said, I think he would go up on my rankings. The reason I have Bane and Derek White under him is I think DeJounte Murray. Well, I'm projecting too with Zion because they haven't really played, but I think they're gonna have a really, really good season, and DeJounte is
Really?
gonna be a very good part of that.
He
Yeah.
could
he's gonna
average
be a
a lot of
failure.
assists next year, bro.
I think this is going to be a
keep it
straight up
real.
failure, bro. In my
Oh,
opinion.
well.
Well, I mean, if I believe in Zion, then no. It all comes down. with
I think
Zion.
they gotta move Brandon Ingram, to be honest, for a center. I really do, because I don't think he fits what they do. I think if they start Trey Murphy and Herb Jones instead, first of all, it's gonna be
Yeah,
a
way
lot
better
less
fit.
consolidated. You got guys that can catch and shoot, don't really need the ball. Brandon Ingram, like, he just doesn't fit with Zion and DeJounte. Like, he
So
kind
is
of
Herb Jones coming off the bench next year?
they might start him at center, bro.
Yeah, right. They lost me on
Who could
Tuesday.
they
He's
even?
an all
Who
NBA
could they even
defender.
trade for? Who would they even go for? What do
Ingram?
you guys think? No, like a center.
I don't know. I think they need a center that can shoot a little bit.
Yeah.
Capella's not bad. I don't know. I
Can't
think
shoot
they
though.
just need
They need a shooter because of
a
Zion's
blocker.
inability.
He just has to. I think
I
Brook
really needed
Lopez would be a good fit, but you're not trading Brandon Ingram for that. So
Yeah.
if you can find a way to get him, I think that would be a good fit, because he
couple
can
role players.
he can protect the rim too. You have better defense there. He can step out, hit the 3. He probably likes being out there more than in the paint. He likes to be Splash Mountain out there, fucking
Yeah.
from half
Yeah.
court.
Yoink.
Dame, bro, give me the ball. Yeah, I think he would be.
Yeah,
I
he
think
would
the
be-
Bucks are
he
trying
would
to
be
trade him
ideal.
too. So
Set something up, bro. Send something the Pelicans' way.
But
But they would need a lot more for Ingram.
Yeah,
who's your 5 then?
maybe
or
you
4.
about to find out.
Okay.
So
So
No,
we'll
no,
go to
hold on, hold on.
we'll go to my number 4, and I have Kyrie Irving as my number 4.
Me too, buddy.
see.
I think everybody should
There you go.
have. This is like the perfect 4. Was what I was thinking when I made
This
this
guy
list.
messed up his list already, bro.
Yeah,
Did he have-
Nah,
he-
it's because I forgot Kyrie's a shooting guard now.
This guy forgot Kyrie, man, and he's like the biggest
Obviously,
Kyrie
dude.
fan.
No,
Aren't
I
you
just
the
forget that
number
he's a
one
shooting
Kyrie
guard.
fan? Isn't that boy
I
nice?
just forget that he is
Yeah,
listed as a
boy,
shooting
that
guard,
boy
bro.
nice
Like,
list.
I think we're all in agreement.
I'm always,
On
and
the top.
whenever I
We
think
just
about
Kyrie real
Kyrie, whenever I think about Kyrie, I still think of him as a point guard. That's why.
For being
Not
at
me.
Not
4.
with Luka anymore.
Well, I know not no more. I'm just
Yeah.
saying when I think of Kyrie,
No,
I'm
I
like,
get it, I
he's
get
a point guard. You know what I mean?
Hey, look at
Like,
Booker. He was listed as PG on the list.
oh yeah, this is crazy.
I guess
but-
he is PG boy. He's not a PG.
But anyway, when I was making this list, I knew who the top was, I knew the bottom, and I knew where Kyrie was gonna go. And I think Kyrie's like right now he's a clear 4.
Yeah,
he's
he's
not
clear
worse than the
4.
bottom guys. And he's not better than the top
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, I agree.
that makes sense.
Kyrie's still exceptional.
He's like in his own tier.
He's in his own tier. He's a Kyrie tier right now. He's perfectly placed. I think Kyrie still can. He's shown that he can still give you those moments, those scoring outbursts, but he's just not the same as what he used to be, or else he would be contending
not
with
as
the top
consistent.
guys.
He had some stinkers in the
just
playoffs.
needs
did,
better
yeah.
players now.
That's what but he can still get you there sometimes. So with that being
Most
said,
days he gets you
most
there,
days he
but it's
gets you
just
there.
like it's not going to be like incredible like we used to see. It's
Exactly.
It's not
more
2016.
sparingly.
It's not 2016. It's not 2019. It's
He
not
still got to the
2021.
finals. Still got
Last
to
year,
the
he averaged
finals.
27.
Yeah, but like as we've seen in the playoffs, some of those stinkers that he didn't need to do happened. Unfortunately,
It really cost him games when he
Yeah.
doesn't like show up.
Plus, I think the
unfortunately.
guys ahead of him are just better and have a bigger role in their team.
Yeah.
And succeed
Yeah,
in
They're
that.
also
agree.
on the uptick while Kyrie's like.
Yeah,
slowly-
he's like getting to the.
He's just aging.
Later,
He's aging.
later.
Kyrie's
yeah,
a great
later
number
stages of his
2
career.
on a roster, and that
Of course,
showcased
of
of them
course.
going to the
Facts,
finals.
facts.
I
So.
would love Kyrie.
Yeah.
These other guys are number 1 options. in
These
top
other guys are
three,
number
so
1 option. Simple as that.
Let's get to it.
Kyrie
This
across the
this
board.
order
Who wants to
is
go
gonna be
number 3
interesting.
first? Omari.
Yeah, Omar. Who you want to? Who's
Uh,
number 3 for you?
Well, I didn't even say my 4.
You don't have
Oh,
Kyrie
you
at
don't
4?
Kyrie 4?
It is now.
Okay.
So Devin's
yeah,
still not
yeah.
on the list anymore, I guess.
No, it's
Devin
because
got
I had
kicked off.
I had Harden. That's why.
He just swapped them
Oh,
out.
okay.
Yeah, so I just swapped.
Oh,
them.
then it works.
That's
Yeah, it
Never
works
mind.
out. Yeah, it worked out.
Okay.
So I got Kyrie at 4. So 3.
Mm.
Got Donovan Mitchell.
Me
You know
too.
what I
Me
mean?
too.
Me three.
Let's
Oh, I
go.
don't.
Do you?
Yeah, I've done
Yeah,
Mitchell
let's go.
third.
Donovan Mitchell.
Damn,
I
you don't?
agree.
You can start
I
off.
agree.
You can start off.
All right,
Omari.
so
I
I
think it's
put-
pretty clear.
I got Donovan Mitchell here
I don't know about top 2
because
though.
although he has comparable, if not one of if not the best, you know what I mean. I don't think he's the best, but some may say he has the best scoring ability out of the top 3.
I don't think so.
I don't.
Who's some?
What do you mean?
Me?
If
I
you
can
want to go
argue
by
it.
numbers, you want to go by feats. He has some of the best
He's a good
numbers and
scorer. It's
feats.
not crazy to say,
he's-
but
yeah,
I don't
great.
agree.
But if you want to go by a top most point per game average, and you want to go by most points scored,
He's not.
he's
better
higher than the rest of the people. You know what I mean?
Do you remember what
It's
Booker
not
did?
crazy. You don't
remember
gotta-
what
And
Booker did to the
playoffs,
Nuggets
yeah,
last year?
in playoffs he has a high playoff average too. But I'm saying Donovan is 3 for me because on the defensive side, he doesn't really compare to the
He's the
top
worst-
2.
he's the worst
He's
of
the
the
worst
top-
he's the worst
defender
of the
in the
three,
top
correct.
3.
It's not even close. Or
So
debatable.
yeah, so I think that definitely lowers his value when it comes to the top 3. So my 3 is Donovan Mitchell.
I agree. I have same reasons you said. Piggybacking off of that, I think the other 2 have just shown they've done more. They've gone further
Yeah.
than Donovan Mitchell has in his career, and he's surrounded by a good team. It's not like he's been on bad teams. So Donovan Mitchell's great. He's a great player. He's a top 3 for a reason. One of the best scorers in the league. You can argue that he's better than some of the other guys above him, like Omari said. But I just think there's some deficiencies in his game, and he's an undersized guard. He's like a 6'2" shooting guard. So
Yeah.
as good as he is, those other guys just have more.
More of an edge. They have more of an edge on
They
them.
can kind of play 2 positions. Donovan Mitchell. This is why the backcourt situation is weird with him and Garland, because like they're both small guards that get
terrible.
cooked on defense.
Can't
So
win.
Yeah.
that's kind of the issue with him. And again, that's just nitpicking little stuff because he's still like really good at everything else. But it's just like the other 2 guys. You know, when you're the best of the best, you got to nitpick some stuff. So
Cleveland should have tried to get DeJounte.
All right, you want to say
Donovan
anything? Because I don't have Donovan Mitchell at 3.
No, they pretty much said what they said. The top 3 is the top 3, but I think the top 2 have a little bit more over Mitchell. But I don't want to say what my top 2 are yet, so that's why I'm not saying it.
So my 3 is Anthony Edwards. I have Anthony Edwards at number 3 because he's only showcased this for 1 year. Yes, he's a better defender than Donovan Mitchell, but I honestly think Donovan Mitchell is a better scorer from 3 levels. I think he's been doing it for a longer amount of time, and he's
I'll agree
actually
with
gotten
that.
better from the Utah
that's
days.
fair, yeah.
The team around him is just not as good, like Jared Allen said. Jared Allen. What's his name?
Jared Allen.
Yeah, Jared Allen said the lights are
The
too
lights
bright
are too
for
bright.
him. And that's not the case for Donovan Mitchell. At least he won't say that if he doesn't showcase it in the playoffs. But last year he played well for some games and took Orlando to, 6 games? 7 games, and his team didn't show up. Like we said, like Beth said, him and Garland won't work well together because they're shorter. But I think Donovan Mitchell's a proven superstar, and that's why he's ahead of Anthony Edwards. And I think Anthony Edwards, if he consistently does this, or if he does this again next year and showcases that, then he'll be put on a higher seed or a higher tier than Donovan Mitchell. But I have Donovan Mitchell higher because he's showcased it for a longer time. So.
That's a fair point.
So who's your number 2 then?
Donovan Mitchell.
Okay, fair. I got Anthony Edwards number 2. I just think
He's
on-
silent.
I think he's on the rise. I think the defensive side of the ball matters a lot because when you don't have deficiencies like that, you don't have to build a roster like specifically tailored around like a guy like Donovan Mitchell who's like, okay, we can't have two little short guards in the backcourt. We need to get good defensive guys on the back end. With Anthony Edwards, it's like we we can have Cat on the court because Anthony Edwards can hold his own defensively, just put some defensive guys, or we can have Rudy Gobert and have like a crazy defensive lineup.
Even a short guard too, because Cat is taller.
Yeah, they got Mike Conley there, who never been athletic, always been kind of on the shorter side, just IQ player. They're able to have him do his
if you
thing.
had Darius Garland there, it would work because Anthony Edwards is a tall shooter.
Yeah.
Nasty.
So plus, I just think I don't know. The personality, the leadership kind of thing. Not saying that Donovan Mitchell's not a leader. Don't get me wrong, but it's like Anthony Edwards is more vocal. Like he has a charisma about him too. So I just feel like that can contribute because the way the teammates look at you, the organization looks at you. It's just like it's valuable in certain areas of the game too. So
I agree.
Yeah.
I like what you said.
But yeah, Donovan Mitchell, respect. He is a better scorer probably than him, just scoring wise.
Omari.
I'm in agreement with Bez. I do also agree that I think Donovan Mitchell is a better scorer so far in their careers. But, yeah, I think that Ant's defensive edge puts him on a bit of a higher tier. Excuse me. I mean, it gets really nitpicky when you get to, like, the top threes. I know we always say. But, yeah, I think that the difference in scoring now is only a couple points to a few points. You know what I mean? If that. It's probably like 1 or 2 right now. So it's just like when you take that, then you add the impact that Ant has made defensively and the playoff run that he just had too. They both had really good playoff runs, but one went a little further. So you know what I mean. I'm gonna give the edge to Ant in this one. But yeah, we can give it to Gabe because he looks like he's been waiting to talk.
What's your number 2?
We know what you finna say, bro.
Might not be no pump thinking right now. Bro.
Y'all
Better
said
not be no bullshit.
Edwards is your number 2. Number 2,
Yeah,
and you had Mitchell.
Are you agreeing or are you gonna go crazy on it?
I mean, when I was thinking about this list, I'm not gonna lie. I look, he was gonna put Edwards first, but
We know you wanted to.
Probably started.
I'm
top
still
down,
putting him
man.
first. Yo, Anthony Edwards. No, I'm kidding.
brother.
No, this time, no. Actually, going into it, I do think Edwards is the second best shooting guard in the league.
Respect, growth.
Whether I think that he will pass Booker this year, next year, I still highly believe this.
Yeah, you can.
But I mean, Edwards has shown in this 1 year a lot of amazing like he's hitting the ceilings faster. He's getting better faster. He's playing better defense. He's short in the playoffs. He matters. Like big moments. He's came up big. So like. I mean, Booker's done that too, but Booker's done it a little bit longer than Edwards, so I got to give it to him. I know the whole thing about Edwards beating Booker in the playoffs, but I kind of like wanted to let go of that agenda because that really doesn't mean shit low key.
I hate that.
Because the team beat him, so I mean, Edwards did play great.
Team game. Bro.
The team beat him, so.
It's even worse hearing that in football too.
But I do like what Edwards has done. I do like what he's going to continue to do. But I think as of right now, Booker's better as an overall player than Edwards. Whether that's maybe in defensive, he's a little bit worse. If Edwards is a little bit better, if you want to say, but playmaking and scoring. Shot creation too. I think Booker, like his footwork is actually one of
Best in the game.
I don't want to glaze too much Booker because I don't like glazing Booker, but his footwork is actually immaculate. The things he can do in the mid range, the things he does off the ball, he's a very, very, very good player. So I think Booker's the best shooting guard. I have him number 1.
Yeah, I have Devin Booker at number 1 as well.
That's close.
Even what he showcased in the Olympics, he showed that he can be that off-ball player that you need and do the little things to help your team grow, and that's why he was starting at shooting guard.
And lock up.
Yeah, the European players that suck.
Yeah.
You a hater. You hating.
Hey, yo, South Sudan almost beat us, bro.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
impressed with his ability to buy into a team
Winning.
culture and just do whatever is asked of him.
He's a real hooper.
I think that showed me a lot about him because like I think there's always I don't want to say always been questions, but it's just like you always wonder with these guys who are the top option, like are they going to buy in when they don't have the ball and stuff like that. And it's a clear answer from Devin Booker, so that impressed me, and that just tells me that he's definitely one of those guys that can fit on any team as well.
They say, what'd he say? What'd he say? I'll do it.
Yeah, shout out to
Good one.
Book. So he's the best scorer in the league too. He hits insane shots like that. The game winner that he hit in the bubble where dude was all up in his face, paused, but like he fell on the floor. There was that meme,
looked up.
him laying on his back. So
Even the year, like 2 years after with the Nuggets series where he was shooting like 65% from the field.
oh yeah, he shot
That
like
was
that.
I remember that, bro.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Right now, I don't
And
think
better than
anyone-
MJ in that year, bro. Dang, like
Any shooting
honestly.
guard right
Took
now
the
can't do
Nuggets, the insane Nuggets team to 6 games.
Yeah.
I'm glad Devin put me on early. 2014, we was rooting for Devin Booker. So it's a long way.
You know he's
way
entering
coming.
year 10, bro.
Yeah, long way
Vet.
coming. It's
He's
crazy.
a vet
We're
now.
old as fuck.
He's a
Yeah.
10
We
year
were
vet.
watching him in 2014 getting drafted.
Yeah.
Devin was hype. He was like, "Oh, his name is Devin."
Damn, I actually. Hey, crazy
like
thing
Devin.
is, you could say he could have had the craziest argument. He could have said, but Anthony Edwards ain't never scored 70.
That's true.
Gee, the other two have though.
With a terrible team, too, man. 70, that's impressive.
Yeah.
They lost.
All right. But
Donovan
Devin
Mitchell
Booker's
70. They needed all of it though. He was.
I was
Man,
watching that
it was
live. That was
crazy.
actually unbelievable.
That was like a year ago too, huh?
That was like,
That was
a year or two
unbelievable
ago.
game to watch. That was so.
That was right
crazy.
before the pod too. I remember. Crazy.
Yeah.
Bro, I was
that's
I was
it.
getting so much clips off TikTok.
Was that the
TikTok
same
was
year
talking about
Damian
it.
Lillard had 71?
Yeah, same year,
that was
yeah.
crazy. Crazy.
And then Luka at 73.
Like, we got
this year.
73.
I might have one of them on my fantasy team. I'm not gonna even.
Bro, do
I
you remember
swear I
Luka's
did.
like 60, 20, 10 game?
Yeah.
She was
Man,
Oh yeah,
crazy.
that was
that
insane.
guy's different.
That might be the best statistical game I've ever seen.
Embiid had like an
physically.
insane like he was like 40. So it
Oh,
was
he
like
dropped 70
crazy.
also on
He also dropped
Victor.
70 on Victor.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
This
70.
year.
Yeah, yeah.
But that was when Sohan was guarding him. I actually was pissed the whole time. Bro, like, Pop, are you
What does
serious?
bro do?
Bro, look at this.
Just on the court.
So ugly, too. Anyway.
oh man.
Nah, I'm kidding. Nah, I'm kidding.
Nah, I hate
Yeah.
Jerry. No, fuck Jerry.
Booker, best shooting guard in the league
He's Gen
For
Alpha
now.
Dennis Rodman.
for now. Yeah. Do you think Anthony Jen
Dennis
Alpha
Rodman.
Rodman?
This nigga's not even Jen Alpha.
He's missing a few badges, but yeah.
He might be. When was he born? Like 2002 probably.
He actually might be.
Jen Alpha's like 2012.
Oh yeah. Is it? Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, Gen Z then. He's Gen Z.
Yeah, he's
Do we
Gen Z,
do we
unfortunately.
think Anthony Edwards can take
Yes.
the reigning spot from Devin Booker this year?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh well, I mean, can he? I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
he
of
can.
He
course.
could, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he
think
can.
if the Suns
You think
stink, it could happen. Because
Yes.
I don't see the Timberwolves.
The conversations
they could
will
stink
start.
too, I
Praying
think.
for his downfall.
Depending on what they.
It'll be
No,
hard
not.
for the Suns to be bad. Like Kevin
I mean,
Durant's
there
is
were-
still
I
Kevin
Yeah,
don't
Durant.
know if it'll be hard.
They're going to be
like-
ninth seed. Watch, I'm calling it now.
Only if Kevin Durant gets Kevin Durant and Beal or Kevin Durant and Book.
They
have
already
to
weren't
get
that
it.
Beal's
No, no,
already
no.
always hurt. So
Beal,
Yeah.
it don't even matter with him. It's either Booker.
Beal's
or
playing
KD.
30 games this year. I'm telling you
I
right
mean,
now.
both of them have to get hurt. Like two of the big three have
They need
to
to
get
force.
hurt.
If Beal gets hurt, they need to force. him to
Actually, they got
retire.
Yusuf Nurkic. I think they just happen naturally.
Right.
They really
Because
need help at center because I don't know. Nurkic is a good rebounder, but that's about it. He has that Angel Reese shit where he misses like 14 of his own layups
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
gets the
gets it
rebound.
back.
Bro, you
He had
remember?
a 20 rebound
30
game last
rebound
Yeah, it was
game.
half of it was
30,
own
yeah.
misses.
I was about to say that just now.
30 rebound game.
No, no,
misses.
I actually don't think
Crazy.
he was as bad this year, but he doesn't have a good layup
Defensively, he's
percentage.
terrible.
That Angel
Yeah,
Reese
too.
type of rebounding sounds hilarious. I saw Twitter, they're like, oh my god, she had a 20 rebound game. And then the bottom was like, I wonder why. And it's like, miss rebound, miss rebound, miss rebound. The
Dude,
screenshot of the
it's
box,
like-
the log.
It's like Angel Reese is like the worst, best like WNBA because
yeah.
it's like she's so much bigger and more physical than everyone. She get all these rebounds, but at the same time, like she can't make
can
like the
stat
her
easiest
layup form is
layups.
worse than mine. And
Maybe
I'm a
she's just
scrub.
stat padding.
Her layup form is worse
No,
than
I
mine.
don't think
That
she is.
sucks.
I think she just like she could get all these rebounds, but like she's not
Not
coordinated enough
finishing.
to make it that well.
She's
bro.
like flight.
All I see is Asia Wilson dropping like 40
That's
pieces every
crazy.
day.
Yeah. I think
She's
she'll win
actually
MVP.
insane. She actually looks crazy
a
out there
real
too.
hooper.
Yeah, she's.
WNBA's been
Caitlin
peak
Clark.
recently. Yeah.
There's
Dude,
that,
the two rookies came in and they broke like WNBA
records
bro.
easily.
Like it's insane.
That's like crazy because they're like well,
Bird and
Caitlin's like
Magic.
generation. I guess Angel Reese.
That's
is
like
also-
if that's like if
she broke the
Wemby.
rookie record.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
like if Wemby came in the league and broke like the blocks record in his rookie
Yeah.
season. Like,
Dude, he
all
averaged,
time.
He averaged,
All
like, he averaged like
time.
3.2. That was crazy.
Yeah, I think they're like Bird and Magic. WNBA Bird.
Hey,
and
I actually like that
That's
comparison.
actually a good comparison.
That's a really good comparison.
Yeah,
Who's- who's
reviving
Magic?
the league.
Magic. You tell me.
They're gonna be in 20 years. They're gonna be like the league was on the brink. The league was on the brink of
Collapsing.
Yeah,
Collapse.
collapse.
Then the honored
They were
one
gonna
came.
go bankrupt.
and two women.
Yeah, the two women.
Saved
Caitlin
it
Clark.
all.
Nah, it's actually crazy how much like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese have like revived.
Women's
WNBA.
basketball.
It's crazy how one's a superhero, one's a super villain. I love that on Twitter.
Good for narrative.
Super villain, yeah.
She is a super.
Yeah.
Why would hate
I don't.
her?
I don't think. I don't
I don't
think
know
people
why,
should
yeah.
hate her. She just.
But
Gets,
you've seen the hate.
She
You know
just
what I'm
gets
talking about,
overhyped.
right?
She just gets
I don't
overhyped.
think
That's why people
either
hate
of them
on
should
her.
be a hero.
Nah,
or
she
villain.
I
definitely
love the
is.
accounts that post those like stats without glaring any of the flaws, and then all the people like comment to like engage it.
Engagement, yeah.
So it's like, oh my god, Angel Reese back to back 20 rank. What a
Peop-
star!
No, people shouldn't be hating on Angel, but like also the like, oh, she the rookie of the year. I'm like, bro, it's not even close. I'm
But then
sorry.
I saw a graphic
It's
that
not
had number
even
one.
close.
Is that true?
It shouldn't be. That's what I'm saying.
So the
Like,
graphic I saw, bro, I was like, bro. Like,
I
I'm not
think she's
exactly-
good
come on.
and she should get respect. Like people
can
shouldn't hate
argue
on her,
it.
but
She's the same. rating
I don't
as
think you
the
can, bro.
WWE.
I don't think it's close.
They have the
What?
same rating as Caitlin Clark in the game.
Oh.
I don't think you can.
Good for
argue.
narrative
Mad.
pushers.
Yeah, it's like when Chet
Twitter pages?
overtook him for like.
That's
2
like
seconds.
Andre Drummond versus Steph Curry, bro.
Nah, Chet
For MV
overtook
for
him for like
rookie
2
of the year.
seconds.
Prime Andre Drummond was averaging like 22
Man, he was
points.
different, bro.
He was still good, but it's not. I'm sorry, it's not close.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Unfortunately,
Caitlin
respect
Clark
though.
was
She's
most
still
likely
good.
winning,
She's still
yeah.
like all star.
I want to see her in person though. I want to see like
Sparks.
one
No,
of her game, a Fever game.
They're cheap. We can
Yeah,
go.
but the Fever
no,
Sparks
but
game was like in the beginning
Caitlin
of the
Clark
year.
tickets are expensive.
How much?
Like more than what you think.
What do you think I think?
What do you think it is? Then I'll tell you if it.
That's
$7.
$12. Yeah, that's I need.
What?
Got 15.
Is it?
We'll say like 70.
for what section are we
I
talking
think it's like
midsection?
120.
Midsection,
not
70.
that bad.
120? That's actually pretty expensive for WNBA.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean,
But that's
yeah,
only
it's
when like
expensive for WNBA.
Caitlin Clark is playing.
I understand.
And maybe Reese, but like
Yeah.
I actually wonder how much.
Bro, you
the
could get
KS
like
Suns
courtside
was.
seats for $12, bro. Like before this.
Right.
season.
I know, dude. When people
For
were
like the shit teams.
What was the
Man.
Sparks girl? Sabrina. No, not
Ionescu?
Sabrina. Candace Parker.
Oh, Candace
When
Parker.
she was playing, yeah, of course, I
Oh.
think it's very cheap.
She's
Okay.
a beast too.
Yeah, she was a
Yeah.
beast.
This
She
series
a
wasn't
They
four-time
got
as
MVP.
Cameron Brink too. She tore ACL.
Yeah.
Though.
Oh man, yeah.
Hey,
I would go just
I saw a Twitter thing about Cameron Brink. Like, it's like you find this woman like very attractive or very ugly. For Cameron Brink, I don't know what the discussion
Yeah,
was.
I'll climb a ladder
Nah,
for
she's
that.
fine.
Climbing tree.
I'm all for it.
Tree climb.
I'll become a milkman that day.
Oh, so you think she's hot? Or like
Who?
attractive?
Yeah.
Cameron
Yeah.
Brink. Did
Is
I
she
bring
a
up to you and you were
real
like, she's ugly, right?
I respect
Me?
the game.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I think she's attractive.
She's
Who
just
was it-
tall. Like
who was
she's
it that
really
we brought?
tall.
Was it Sabrina? No. Hassan and I were talking about this one time before the pod.
I can't remember.
That girl Jalen Brown's dating, who averaged
Yeah,
like
Cassie.
She's bad.
yeah, but she averaged
She
like
sucks,
she's
right?
yeah, she's
Cassie,
awful.
She
She's
got,
in the
she
G
got
League.
cut or something.
Yeah, she was in the G
Who are we
League.
talking about? She was wearing a one fit one time where like her like she was wearing a jacket coat.
Oh, Kelsey Plum.
Kelsey
She's
Plum.
bad. I like
Nah,
her.
she looks good too.
yeah, that's what we're talking about. It says good. I'm saying she was
Yeah.
good.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
she was good.
She just got a big mouth, but I think she's
Yeah.
attractive.
Who's the one that was
Derek
beefing
Waller
with
was
T
dating
Jazz? Is
her.
that Kelsey Plum?
Who?
It was beefing
Oh,
with
it was,
T Jazz.
yeah.
That's what
Pass the
brought it
ball,
up.
bro.
Pass the ball, bro. Appreciate you.
And he
I
was
saw her
like,
at the
"Oh,
summer
you
league."
average like 2 assists per game for your career. Don't tell me to pass the ball."
Don't tell me to pass.
Dude ran to the internet though. I mean, I guess he said it like hot mic, and he's not in her face, but
Yeah,
Whatever.
she a little in her feelings with that one.
yeah.
She was.
All right, anything else, sir?
You really
I
did.
think that's
episode for the day.
it. That's it. We got
That was a good at bat. That was a
top
great
10
at bat.
shooting guards.
This or
Talked
that.
about the news. There's not really much, but
Yeah.
oh, what the fuck does that say?
Next week, point guard list, boys.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it might have just stopped for some reason, but we're doing an outro anyway, so peace out. You're not gonna see this, but we do. Thank you for tuning in to the Ball Don't Lie, and we'll see you on the next one. I will.
Double chocolate chip.